Make up your mind. What? No. It's a black screen. Oh. What? It's a disgusting sight. Oh, crap. I just avoided that thing like a pro. Like a pro. Crap! I'm gonna try and get rid of Shinji here. Yeah, multi-kill. Eat that. Eat that, yo.
Yeah, we'd like catch, like as kids, we'd catch them and like keep them in like a little fish tank with dirt in and feed them bugs and stuff. Do you not do that over there?
No. Go back to the shadow. No, you will not take me. Oh, are you kidding me? I got out of the way. I totally got out of the way. Wait a minute, I did not create a character in Tonberry. I created a character in Kujata. What the? How did that happen? What the hell? Why is there a merchant right in the middle of this fight? Eat that.
Point blank revenge.
Oh, revenge. So this already. What's this? Oh. Shit, that wasn't even 30 seconds. That was like 10. Hey. Got an achievement. Total kill 1. World versus world. Let's finish him off. Come on, come on, come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. Gotcha. Now what? Who am I looking for? I'm looking for. What the heck was that? Rubber banding at its best. This is probably gonna go into like the highlight reel. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel, both here on YouTube and on Twitch. Hey, hope you guys had a great weekend, or are having a great weekend so far. I've had a busy one, but look, tonight, Black Desert Online, I've hit level 53 on my main review character, which is the Wizard, and a lot more content has opened up in terms of getting geared up and making your way further east into Medea or Medea. And we'll talk about that as we get to that character. First of all, big hello to everybody in chat. We got Jay Fairclough as usual. What up, mate? Same goes to Punk, who's having a bit of a teenage angst problem in chat. We got Nick Scryer as well, who may join me for like a PvP or something later on in an hour. Hail the Raid Cap, says Jay. Yes, hail it. So my last week, guys, first of all, hey, no videos over the past like 7 days or so, and I do want to apologize for that. I've got lots of plans. It's just the timing isn't right, and I've been spending way too much time Black Desert Online. This is one of those MMOs so far, like among all the ones that I've reviewed, it's the most time consuming, and that's because of, you know, what you choose to do in game. For me, as somebody, you know, it's my first time playing BDO. I want to see as much as possible and do as much as possible, so I'm not spending my time effectively as if, you know, if I were to just play one character and try and do a lot of things. And over the past, look, 2.5 weeks that I've been playing BDO so far, I think I've done pretty okay in terms of getting as much information I can about the game's systems and mechanics and how things work around here. Because, you know, I just want to harken back to last weekend's stream. Last weekend's stream was a 7-hour stream. Sorry, 6-hour stream, which is one of the it's the longest live stream I've ever done on my channel, and that is an accomplishment, and I do feel proud about that. And that also kind of screwed up my my sleep time for the rest of the week. But, you know, just looking back at last weekend's stream, I've showed you guys a lot of stuff. I showed you guys how trading worked in this game, especially for those that do not play Black Desert Online. You know, I barely scratched the surface in terms of, you know, other life skills that you could do. I am currently in the Calpheon area. So the map from last week, I mean, if you go back, or if you've been watching my streams consistently over the past 2 weeks, you'd notice that, you know, the more I play, or the more you play, more of the map opens up, and that simply means you get to do more things. You unlock areas with higher leveled monsters, for grinding and stuff, which I'll talk about moving forward. So yeah, it's pretty huge. There's still this is Calpheon. Last week we were around here. This is the Heidel area, and it's the region of Serendia. And over the last 7 days, I've made my way and cleared the entire of the Calpheon territory, which is like the 3rd territory in the game. And then it goes all the way here, which is more of the end game content. Because once you hit level 50 or something, then your Black Spirit kind of evolves with you and gives you harder quests to go hunt more stuff. And that's taken me to the south of the Calpheon area. There's the north area here, which has like a dock or a boating town or something like that for crafting boats. And then we're gonna head over east. This is where Medea is, or Medea. This is the 4th major city in the game. It's called Altanova, which is the capital. And once you're post level 50, you're gonna be making your way east, and I think this is where it stops in terms of giving you a level requirement. Then if you move further east, now it's gonna tell you have recommended AP, which is your attack power. And again, I'll talk about all these as we move forward. I'm just gathering some boar meat here on my, I guess you could call this my main crafting character, because one thing I noticed about BDO, you can have one main character, and that one is going to probably finish the story in terms of doing your Black Spirit quests all the way through. And by doing that on one character, you'll unlock a whole bunch of things, right? You'll get more CP, you'll get more energy for talking to a whole bunch of NPCs and gaining the knowledge, and just completing quests give you contribution XP in general, or it could be combat XP. So you're progressing essentially a lot of the game on your main character. Then you could probably have another alt, and that's going to be your crafting guy. So like I've got the wizard who's 53 right now, and you guys are watching my warrior who's 44. I kind of stopped him here because the wizard, in terms of combat, has kind of taken over my, or has given me more fun, I think, because the warrior's all about melee, and he's good. He's got great defense stuff as well. He's not gonna die too much as compared to the wizard, which is a bit more squishy. But in terms of clearing large densities of mobs, I would say the wizard's pretty badass, and we'll definitely go play with him some after I get a bunch of boar meat here. As for what I'm doing right now, I'm just gathering meat, because that is gonna use for crafting and a whole bunch of stuff. And pork meat from the boars are pretty easy to get, because this farm has a ton of boar. You'll never run out of boars here, and if you have the crafting tools, you can either skin them for hides or get the meat. Choice is yours. I'm just here for the meat. And this is more of an elite type mob, because he's got the violent sign there. And the cool thing about the warrior is he can go into like a block stance, which is that, and you'll take less DP, which is damage, and it gives you a buff. So that's the warrior. I mean, it's not even the full capability of the class. It can do so much more. It's just that I haven't been playing him enough, because the past 7 days has been all about my wizard, which has been absolutely fun. So how much boar meat do I have right now? I've got about 203. I think should be enough, because I'm going to go cook some pet food. Just talking about last weekend's stream, I did talk about the benefits of having pets. You can have as many pets as you want, but you can only have 3 out at any given time, and they do require to be fed. And if you let their hunger drop by not feeding them pet food, they're not going to be able to use their skills. Some of which is obviously like cats can mark resources and stuff, while dogs can sniff out enemy players. So I'm gonna go back into town and let's do some cooking. Show you guys cooking. I think last week we did fishing. What else we did? We did trading. Horse taming is something I'm probably never gonna do, because it's one of those things that I absolutely like. I've tried it. I've tried horse taming. It's just too tough. I think if you want to see that in terms of, is it good or is it something that you'd be interested in, I'm not the guy that's going to do that. I think there's a lot of other, YouTube videos or YouTubers that are better that, find that enjoyable. I don't. It's not for me. So here's my little wagon. I'm still using the farm wagon because I'm too cheap to go and get like a proper merchant wagon, of course, and that simply means it's got better inventory capacity. You can carry more stuff, and I'm using my wagon primarily these days for you know, taking it out to with me to go to all these secluded little areas. So you know, this could be your main town, Calpheon, and I don't think I've been to Calpheon in the last stream. I'm going to tell you, it's absolutely freaking huge. Like this town is amazing. It's huge. But you know, when you go out to far off places like here, for example, where you know, you're gonna farm like oh, I'll call them Ents from Lord of the Rings, like Ent-type creatures here, or, you know, orcs here. You're gonna bring your wagon with you and just leave it somewhere safe. Like, there's an outpost here where you can just park your wagon or whatever, or somewhere here. And you can grind for a couple of hours, go back to your wagon, dump your stuff, so that, you know, because you do have a weight capacity, you have weight limit, right? So, that's a tactic there, so I'm just gonna hit back to Yadida. Alright, Calpheon, that's the bank. Let's go. And in the meantime, let me catch up on chat. Where did I stop last? Hello, more people in chat. Woohoo! ggmyster. Hey, man. ggmyster and I, this week... Oh, there we go. I just leveled up my mount. One of it's now level 8. And that is Shadowfax. Shadowfax is a tier 5 horse, which means it's a pretty decent horse. It's got better skills. It learns skills faster. And... it's going to be hard to get them in game. You can get them by horse breeding, which is something maybe I can show you guys, but not on this week's stream. Because breeding, essentially, you know, you got your horses have, you know, you've got male or female horses, and then you can put them up on the stable to go breed with other players' horses, and that's how, you know, you're probably going to get a higher tiered horse. Now, that's complex for me. I haven't really found the need for that because I have a bunch of horses all over the different cities, because your stables, you know, you can just park them somewhere and move on. Anyway, we'll get back to that in a sec. I'm just going to check in the chat here. ggmyster says, Twitch seems to be buffering every few seconds for me. Oh, no. Yeah, sorry, man. You know, with Twitch, the thing about Twitch is, like, some days, especially if I stream on a weekday, you know, there are not a lot of other people streaming, so I do get, like, video encoding or whatever, so that means my viewers can automatically click that and pick whatever quality they want. But if I'm streaming on a Sunday, that option's usually not there. Sorry, man. Jay says, I uninstalled Black Desert Online. Not about that life. And Punk says, I guess BDO didn't last long for you then, Jay. Jay says, got to level 55 and then I'd rather play ESO. We got RLMJH in chat. Hey, RLMJH says, hey, nice. New 6-hour stream? No way. No, I can't. Last week's 6-hour stream was just to beat the record in terms of my longest stream ever. I'm not doing that again. I don't think I can do it again. So here we are in Calpheon, and last weekend I was in Heidel, which is, you know, the other city, and you saw what that was all about. Heidel's got more of a, you know, like a decent town, I suppose. But when you come to Calpheon, this place is huge, man. I mean, it's got different districts, of course. You got the trade district, you got the market district. So I'm here. Then you got the banking district, you got the religious area as well, and there's a ton of houses you can buy. And of course, all these are what you'll get for storage. If you want to buy storage or increase the amount of capacity in your bank, then you know, you just click on a house and buy what you want using your contribution points, which I'm sure I've covered over the past 2 streams. I'm not going to be explaining a lot of these systems tonight because that's time consuming and I've already done it in the past streams. But I'm just telling you that, you know, Calpheon is one of those areas where certain stuff, like if remember the first town in Villi, if you wanted to craft something there, like if you wanted to craft armor, you can't because there's only a certain amount of houses in there. So as a new player, the more you progress in the game, you get to better towns like Calpheon, for example. And this one has an armor workshop that goes up to tier 5, and what the tiers mean is that you can simply craft better armors. If you take a look on the right side of the panel, you'll see tier 5 armor, and it's even got this Grunil set, which is highly coveted in Black Desert Online. That's what I've learned, and I've been hunting this down as well for enchantments and gear progression, which I'll talk about later on in the stream. So Calpheon, I've set up Calpheon as my base of operations at the moment, simply because of, you know, especially for me, my wizard at level 50, he's right, Calpheon's kind of right in the center of all the content that I need to do in terms of grinding at a few different spots, like the goblins, the orcs, and the catfish people as well. So besides the armor workshop, I've also got a weapon workshop somewhere here. There we go. So that's tier 4, so I can get up to like tier 4 weapons and stuff. And in terms of what weapons people use in endgame, there's different categories. I mean, if you're just hit level 50 like I have, then your best bet is to go for something that's, you know, easy to find, easy to craft, because enchantments will require you to have multiple copies of the weapon you're trying to upgrade, and that's a little complicated. We'll talk about that later as well. So that's Calpheon. Let me go to the bank, drop my stuff, and let's do some cooking, shall we? Anyway, I'm, what, 10 minutes into the stream? As usual, if there's any issues with the audio, if it's too loud, if it's too soft, do let me know, and I will fix that ASAP. There's a lot of people in here. Like, it's Sunday night, prime time on the Southeast Asian server, obviously, so... Okay, so I've got all the pork that I'll ever need for one batch of cat food. Let me just make sure I get some pork. And other ingredients for cat food, or not cat food, for pet food is flour. I think wheat or potato. I'll take wheat. I think I'm able to craft, and dried fish. I mean, you can use fresh fish to make some food, especially like the pet food. But for me, I find dried fish easier because, you know, you can spend a whole night AFK fishing, and then you can use your processing to dry that fish, and it doesn't have that expiration date anymore, so you can keep that dried fish in your bank or whatever. Oh, look, I've got some fish here. I may as well just dry that. And what else do I need? I need mineral water. Do I have mineral water? So this, what I'm looking at is the bank. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that already. This is the warehouse storage. Here's one feature I'd like a search function, because if you're like a hoarder like I am, you'll see I have a shit ton of shit in my bank, and I would absolutely love to have the option to search my shit with a search bar or something like that. Even your inventory doesn't have that, so you gotta manually look for stuff. Dried snake head, that sounds like a fish. Let me just grab all the fishy stuff that I'll use. I think, yeah. Fish, what else? Pork, mineral water, and wheat. I think that's it. Let's go cook. And to cook, you will need a cooking utensil, which you can then place in your house. God damn it, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a carriage. Okay, there we go. This carriage, when I first got here, I thought, oh wow, some player must have spent a lot of money in the cash shop to buy this awesome looking wagon. Only to find that it's actually just a prop. Like, it doesn't belong to anybody, it's just there in front of a bank. Okay, let me just look for the cook, and I'll buy a cooking utensil right away. So, like, in a huge town like Calpheon, when you come here for the first time, I think you're going to get lost. I think it's going to be overwhelming. What I usually do is I'd spend maybe 10 minutes just moving around town. There should be an introduction quest that's going to tell you to go and meet all the different NPCs in Calpheon. And what that does is, you know, you gain the knowledge from talking to those NPCs, which means that, you know, for some vendors or whatever, you can start talking to them and using their stuff. I'd recommend doing that first, as the first thing you do when you hit a new town, because it'll be easier to find stuff. And, you know, if you're still, you know, directionally challenged like I am, like I have problems remembering where NPCs are, they have this cool search for an NPC feature, so I can just click Calpheon City and hit cook. And, oh no. Or an innkeeper, maybe. Inn? Now, the cook was at the farm, at the Northern Farms, which is kind of way back. There must be a cook around here somewhere. Calpheon City, and then you just hover down. So you got armor vendors, herb vendor, workshop, furniture, skill instructor, arms dealer, gang leader. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Connoisseur, tailor, apprentice, priest. Oh, there's a lot of NPCs in here. Ilonian instructor, Valkyrie instructor, fish vendor. Jesus Christ. Tavern owner, that's what I'm looking for. So you just left click on that, and it has auto path to the nearest tavern owner, and then just hit the T button, and voila. off you go to see the tavern guy. I'm just gonna buy a cooking utensil. Oh, right, I forgot. This was the little cafe in Calpheon. So shop, so he's gonna sell some cooking utensils. You got two options. You got the normal one, 1,000 silver. This one only has like 100 durability. And, you know, most of the time you're going to be cooking in large batches. Obviously, you want to stock up on the ingredients and have them in your bag. And when you go to your house, you're going to craft them all at one shot. So cooking utensils, decent in terms of speed. It's faster. Then the other one is 50 grand. And this one's a lot slower. But it's got 300 durability. So if you're going to be AFK while watching a TV show or an episode or, you know, just having lunch or whatever, you just cook on that instead. So I'm going to go with the one cooking utensil. And let's head back to the house and let's start cooking. And another observation here is that Calpheon, I think Calpheon is kind of based off Venice in Italy, because that's the vibe I'm getting when you look at the city of Calpheon. You know, Alvia and Villi are just early simple towns, not much to it. And then Heidel is based off something. And then Calpheon just looks absolutely amazing. It's got, you know, riverways and everything that people obviously are fishing. Everywhere I go, every town I go to, every river stream, every lake and pond, you will never see people not fishing. You'll always see people fishing. Okay, here is my humble abode. This is the house that I bought, and it's a pretty small one. Obviously, you can buy bigger houses if you want to. For me, I picked them based on location. Like, in some towns, you can have a house right on top of the inn where you can buy your cooking stuff from, so that's pretty handy. Like, for me, this is near the bank, because I don't want to rent the storage or whatever, so I've already got one cooking utensil in there, but you can see the durability is about to go. So how do I place it? Just go to place mode, and then you come into the Sims style UI, where you have a bar down here to look for stuff. So that's one cooking utensil. I'm going to put it right there, hit the space bar, and you're good to go. We can now start cooking. Alright, before I begin, I'm going to check it on chat here. ggmyster says, gonna try YouTube, don't think it's my end. Oh, well, sorry man. Yeah, it's definitely Twitch's end, because Twitch doesn't, as I said, Twitch sometimes allows you to pick the quality for affiliated, like Twitch streamers, sometimes you don't get to. But yeah, if there's any choppiness or, you know, any frame rate drops or whatever, just let me know. Punk says, ooh, if we just streamed on Twitch, we could have Dragon Force in the background and make this game even more epic. Unfortunately, being a YouTuber and having, you know, majority of my subscribers and fellow MMO enthusiasts on YouTube, it'll be a sin not to stream on YouTube. I mean, I started streaming here on YouTube. I don't think they'll ever go away, unless, of course, YouTube screws me over in the next few months, which I think they're on the right path to doing that. Then I'll probably just go to Twitch full time. And Arlim J says, oh, is he using an outfit? Yes, I am using an outfit, actually. This outfit, because I bought one of the packs, because after the first week or something, you know, I was so invested in the game, it got to a point where I'm no longer playing for the review. And I think I said this in the last stream. I'm playing for myself now, because I like BDO. There are things I don't like about BDO, and I'll probably talk about that towards the end of the stream. And, you weigh the pros and cons and how much fun are you having in the game in terms of in what you're doing. And I saw BDO as a game that I would play on my own free time. That's kind of why I threw in the money and bought a pack, I suppose. So this is the outfit that came with that pack. So that's what I'm currently using. And ggmyster says, yeah, on YouTube now, and the stream's working fine. Might want to check Twitch for you. Is there anybody else watching on Twitch? Anyone watching on Twitch that can confirm that Twitch is kind of shaky? Or Twitch is lagging or whatever, please let me know so I can see what I can do about that for Twitch. Punk says not to mention all the Kappa emotes. Yeah, I mean, because I'm an affiliate, I can only have one emote at one time. Sorry about that. And Arlim JH says, yeah, contribution points took quite some time to get familiar with. Tell me about it. I mean, I only had 7 days, you know, to get better at this game so that when I streamed on week number 2, I didn't sound and look like an idiot. And, we got Rogalski. Hey, sorry if I'm getting to your chat late. He says it's free to play. It's not free to play. It's a buy to play game. You can get it for pretty cheap. If you're not in the Southeast Asian region and if it's on Steam for you, then once in a while it does go on sale. So if you want to pick it up, then go right ahead. Okay, now let's do some cooking. So once you click on your cooking utensil, which is the R button, that's your usual interact button, this is what your cook panel is going to look like. And on the left side, or the right side, sorry, you'll have a whole bunch of recipes. Things that are not discovered yet, it's got the question mark. And things that you have discovered, like good feed, that's the pet food that I'm going to craft. It'll be there. And what the good thing about having done it once is that it automatically remembers what the materials are. And you can just, you know, put that in based on memory. So what flour did I have? What did I take out? I took out wheat. So here's what's I'm just gonna do it manually. I'm gonna put in the pork meat first. 6 of that. So each batch, you can craft them, you know, by a single batch, or hit the continuous production. Continuous production means it's gonna use everything, all the all the materials for the same recipe in your bag. So if you have a whole bunch stocked up, that's the option you want to go for. So let's hit 6 of the pork, and that goes into the pot with the accompanying sound. Here, let me just bump up the audio a little bit. What else we got? 4 flour, however you guys pronounce it. I just call it flour. 4 of that. 6 mineral water? 6, really? Some are 3 in here, and others are 6. I'm just gonna do 6. Sorry, 3. Let's do 3 mineral water. And the last ingredient is, of course, the fish. And I've got about 30 dried graylings here, which I bought off the auction house. So that's not gonna craft a lot, but I'm gonna need 2 dried fish. If you're using fresh fish, it only takes 1 fresh fish, but if it's dried, you need about 2. So that's basically the recipe for the good feed, which is the pet food, and I'm gonna hit continuous production. And let's get to work. I can do about 15. Now the magic's happening, so I'm gonna hit P, and that's gonna open up my bar here, so you can see what my cooking skill is. I'm at skilled number 5 right now, which is probably like the third rank or so, and then it obviously gets higher. You can go up to artisan, and then professional, and master, and so on and so forth. And of course, it takes a while, but because, you know, my my cooking is pretty high or decent, I'm not gonna get like 1 feed or 2 feed, which is what you'll probably start out if your cooking is pretty low. If it's high enough, then you'll start getting more returns. So right now I'm making about 3 good feed plus the additional stuff like that strongly seasoned dish, which, you know, you can go and exchange with NPCs to get stuff in return, like milk, and there's one even that gives you cooking experience if you're lucky. So that's cooking in a nutshell, and there's, like I said, there's a whole bunch of recipes that I haven't discovered yet. So far on this character, you'll notice that under my life skills here, I've been doing a lot more on him. So his fishing is apprentice 2, not great. Gatherings at apprentice 7, and I'm trying to get my gathering up because I need more rare materials from out in the world. So that's what this character is going to be focused on doing. Processing is skill 3, and cooking is skill 5. Alchemy is something I need to get started on too. Because if you want to craft the endgame armors, like the Grunil sets, for example, or if you want to have, you know, good weapon factory or stuff like that, you're gonna want to try either buy the mats, which on the Southeast Asian server is gonna be super hard because the server is only a couple of months old, and there are still people making their way towards the end part of the game, level 56 and onwards. So materials are scarce. Not a lot of people are doing that right now. Probably in about 8 months, things will become more available on the marketplace, but right now it's hard to find what you need. So, you know, I guess it's time to grind if you're in the Southeast Asian server. Other versions of the game, NA, EU, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, Russia, I don't know. I can't speak for those. Alright. Checking in on chat. ggmyster says you have to buy to play. Southeast Asia servers are about 5 weeks old. Oh, it's 5 weeks. Sorry, I thought it was about 2 months. My bad. And Arlim Jake says, I feel ya. I got really invested too. I bought it after 4 days. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You know, I thought, oh, it's gonna be one of those MMOs that I'm just gonna do and you know, play for a while and see what happens. It ended up just capturing me. You know, he just grabbed me by the balls and said, hey, this is something you don't play often, this type of MMO, so give it a real good shot. And that's exactly what happened to me, because for those of you that have followed me for a long time, you'll know if you just watch kind of the trend of my MMORPG videos. You know, it's all been about just the typical theme park type game, which in some regards BDO is, but it's that other aspects of this game offers that I haven't really played a lot of in other games, which is kind of why I'm gravitating towards it. But again, there are stuff that I absolutely hate about BDO, and we'll talk about that as we move along. So now that that's done, the reason I can only make 15 is because I'm out of... What am I out of? Why did it stop? Oh, it's the fish. Yeah. So anyway, that batch, I got about 138 good feed, I think. Or was that always in my bag? But that's basically the pet food that I was cooking. So to feed my pets, again, the pet panel's down there. And you can see, like, everybody's hunger's down to, like, half bar. Just hit the feed all button. Click on the good feed that you just crafted. And voila. If your pets are, you know, lower than level 10, they'll level up, depending on how long they've been out for. And pets have tiers as well, which you can tier up through breeding or exchanging or whatever, and I'll talk about that later. That's one of the things I hate so far about BDO. Cooking's done. In terms of how to get dry fish, I think it's pretty standard. I got like a bunch of dried fish here. I'm just going to open up my processing panel here. And, oh, I got to be outside. Yeah, that's the thing. From last week's stream, I already talked about how BDO has a weather system. There's a day and night cycle, a sunshine and rain cycle. If it's raining right now, you can't do things like drying. But since it's nice and sunny out, it's 12 p.m. in-game. Let's go ahead and try some fish. And off we go. Alright, check it in chat. Jezbong says, I see. Awakening still locked in. Yes, I don't think there's Awakening yet in-game. I know you can get to like level 56 or something, but you know, the whole Awakening weapon thing hasn't really taken place. I mean, there's a lot of things that we don't have in here. One of the big things people are talking about is Valks something that's not here. There's a lot of things in the other versions of the game that is not here, including some of the pay-to-win things, like that tent. Like somebody in last week's stream was talking about a tent that you can buy from the Pearl shop, and that tent, you know, you can repair out in the wild in a combat zone. You can put it down, you can repair, you can buy potions, you can sell. I think you can store items too. You can buy the non-Pearl version and the Pearl version. The Pearl version obviously gets rid of a lot of the restrictions and gives you a lot more leeway in terms of what you can do with the tent. That is not in this version yet. I don't know if it's coming. I really don't. When it does come, then yeah, I'll probably talk about it in terms of, you know, how that affects my gameplay. But so far, I mean, there are other stuff too that from the store that I've seen and have used. One, in fact, stuff that, you know, can give you an advantage PvE wise. Not sure about PvP stuff like oh, me and names are bad. Alien's tier or something like that. You know, if you die, you can revive on the spot, and carry on doing what you're doing. That kind of thing. That's like 100 pearls, which is what, 250 to 250 US dollars or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna store things in the bank, and we'll hop on over to our wizard, and let's do some stuff. Let me just drop in all the heavy stuff. I'll put all the fish back in. I'll try the rest tomorrow. Get rid of the pork and the flour. Alright, let's head to our wizard. Let's have some fun. Okay, oh yes, I have a fourth alt too. This one's the new class that came out this week for Southeast Asia. It is the... It's the female ninja. The Kunoichi or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember their names. But the female ninja came with this week's weekly maintenance, I think on Tuesday, and there's like an event for it and everything. And you know, BDO has this thing where when a new class comes out for the specific version of the game, there's a level up event where you hit certain checkpoints like level 22, level 33, and 44, 55, and all that. You'll get some decent rewards, and one of the good ones are the black stones for armor and weapons, which are used to upgrade your gear. So here is my wizard, nice and shiny at level 53. Now, I remember, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, when you get to level 50, it's going to be a grind. The grind's going to start because you'll have a lot of, you know, killing stuff to get the XP, and they go very, very slowly. I can tell you honestly right now, in comparison, over the past 3 weeks, getting from level 1 to level like 49, it's gonna go by so fast if you know what you're doing. Like on my alt now, on my ninja alt, female ninja, if I wasn't playing my main character, I can get her up to about 40 plus in a day. Some people can even do it in 3-4 hours, and I believe them now, because it's really, really simple in terms of knowing where the spots are, where to go, what to kill. And obviously if you're going to eat food, and if you have stuff like costumes, or you know, just stuff that's going to give you extra XP, and if you bought a pack, you'll have this thing called a value pack, which also adds a bunch of you know, convenient stuff, more skill points and more skill XP and stuff like that. It just goes by really, really, really easy. But of course, if you're not like that, and if you'd rather take your time through the game, see all the towns, like on my other character, the one that I just came from, my warrior, I've done about every freaking quest in this town. And trust me when I say you'll probably encounter maybe 50, 60, 70 or more in Calpheon alone, on top of the daily quests that you can do to increase your contribution points. So I think I'm pretty confident saying that with Black Desert Online, there's no such thing as running out of content. That it just doesn't happen, because you get to a point, like when I hit level 50, you know, my Black Spirit gave me a bunch of things. All right, what do you want to do now? What do you want to do? If you want to continue growing your character and you want to get a better weapon, and you want to get better armor, then here's a bunch of quest change that you can do. And at level 50, you also open up daily and weekly quests, which gives you, you know, summoning scrolls to get bosses. There's the hunter seals as well, and these things that you can earn for some daily quests to go turn in for Blackstone armor and weapon pieces, which is for upgrading, and I'll get to that, I promise. So if you don't want to do that, then go back to the life skills. You know, a lot of people at this stage, because they're 50 and they're moving onwards, they'll go probably to Altinova on the east, because the thing about it is, you know, if you want the rarest mats, some of them you're gonna have to go and get them. Black crystals, for example, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You gotta move forward. So for me right now, on this character at least, it's a combination of I'm gonna grind some more, get to like 55 or 54, and when I'm feeling confident where I can go out in the world and harvest those materials, you know, without being ganked or griefed. And that hasn't happened yet. I haven't been PK'd. I've been AFK in a combat zone at level 50 and no one's killed me. So I think I'm on a good server, or a good channel actually. So yeah, just taking a quick pause here and checking in chat. Jezbong says, oh no. Alright, Jesbong says, I wonder what ping is like from EU. Man, if you're in the EU, I don't know if you want to play on the Southeast Asian server. I don't think that's a good idea. With BDO at least, because... Ooh, I mean, if you're playing this game for the PvP, you know, there's a lot of your skills, casting stuff that I think latency is going to be a huge thing. And if you are going to be playing this with a higher latency, I don't think that's going to be a good deal for you. So just play on the EU server, man. Kind of why I didn't want to get a VPN, but that's for a separate discussion. Jesbong also says, what are cash shop prices like for costumes and weight? Let's take a look per request. Any other requests you guys want, just drop them in chat and we'll do it. Alrighty. Outfits. A normal outfit, okay, let's say a Cavaro. Because there's two types, right? You can buy the weapon and outfit set, which is going to give you the, you know, head to toe and whatever, and of course the weapons itself, or you can just get the outfit itself. So the outfit set is about 680 pearls, and if you do the conversion, 200 pearls is about $5 US, and 400 pearls is about 10, I think. I could be getting that wrong, so that's, you know, in the region. I don't even know what the prices of pearls are in the other games, and I know like some versions of the games they use something called Daum cash, right? So it's not all pearls. So yeah, over here we've got A coins and pearls. In other versions they've got things called Daum cash, so I'm not sure if the comparison helps at all. Weight is something that I have bought for this character because I was grinding so much and I was like, fuck it. You know, since this is my character now, even though it's like a review character, it's mine. I'm gonna keep playing BDO. So I bought some weight, and weight will cost you about 320 pearls for the highest one, and it goes all the way to like 140. Of course, you don't have to spend money to get weight. There's in-game methods like carrying the trader's pack and just making a loop and walking around town. That's your thing. but that's going to take a while. And of course, you can spend your loyalty points. Now, loyalty is given to you when you log in every day to play. So think of it as a daily login reward. If you log in every day, you're going to get loyalty. And there's a bunch of tasks or milestone things that you can do, like play for... Here, I'll just show you guys. So you hit Y. This is your task thing. And here's all the rewards that I've got so far. And then there's time as well. So play for 30 days and you'll earn loyalty. That's 300 right there. Play for 50 days. So loyalty is something you can earn just by playing more playing more time, whatever. So what I've completed so far is I've done 100 hours already. That didn't really give me loyalty points, but you do get a bunch of stuff with that. And the Kunoichi, that's for the event, that's for leveling the new class. And you know, you want to do that if you're in Southeast Asia, and because they let you buy an extra character slot for 1 loyalty point, which I think is freaking awesome. Because if you I think their other way to get another character slot is you got to pay pearls, or like 80 pearls or something like that. But for the event, you know, you get it for 1 loyalty, so I think it's a great deal. That's another character slot there. And that's all the other tasks that you got. So loyalty points do come easy, and my point was that you can go and buy weights. I think you can. Yeah, there you go. So weight limit, you can just use your loyalty points, but that's going to take a lot, obviously. That's 10,000, which is that's a lot of loyalty points. So that's that. All right, back to the chat. We got Ryan Wolf. Hey, Ryan Wolf, what up, man? He says, hi, gong hei fat joy to you and your channel. Gong hei fat joy to you too. Which is Happy Chinese New Year. I think on Wednesday is going to be the last day of the Chinese New Year celebrations. So if there's any out you that do celebrate the Year of the Dog, the Lunar New Year, hey, hope you guys have had a good New Year. I've been working the entire time this Chinese New Year, and of course playing videos, so yeah. And ggmyster says, there's a level 60 on the server already. Whoa, that's super quick. Wow. Alright, there's a way to check that. So if you go under escape, and you know, from last weekend's stream, you know, when you hit the escape button, there's a new, like, flashy new options panel that they have. I just changed it back to this one. This one's so much better because it just tells me everything I need to know. So I know we can check stuff like that under ranking. There we go. So under the ranking panel, you can see a whole different stuff. Is it too small for you guys? Is my UI too small for you guys? Because I did change the UI a little bit. And Writ Battlefield, which is the PvP thing, growth. There we go. So under growth, you can see all the players that are, you know, in the top 30 of levels. There's one level 60. And I'm not sure if there's a level cap. I've asked people, probably 60 onwards. I mean, you can pretty much go as far as you want, I think. But, you know, from 56 onwards, it's going to be so slow that you're probably grinding for the whole day if you want to make at least half a bar or a quarter of that bar. And, you know, you gotta probably want to do it with your guild, and of course, other people are gonna be farming and grinding in the same area as you, and that's how PvP usually starts. That's what encourages PvP between guilds and shit. So yeah, level 60 guy, level 59 guy, another 59, and the top 3 are in the same guild, I think, the Tang Dynasty. Kong Hei Fa Choi, Tang Dynasty, congratulations. Alright, let's get out of there. Okay, let me just catch up on chat, and then we'll go do some stuff, alright? J-March says the Kinoichi, which is the name of the female ninja. Queenum says level 53 already. Yes, sir. J-March says the soft cap on Southeast Asia is 56, so grind starts then. Right, so soft cap at 56, which I'll try and get by next week. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do then. Ruglador, hey, Ruglador. What up, man? He says, I lift weights only on Saturday and Sunday because Monday to Friday are weekdays. Ace, bro. That was ace. We got Revlin in chat. Hey, Revlin, welcome to the stream, buddy. ggmyster says, I saw a flag guy in 2 cages today questing in the Trent area. I saw, like, you know, because my dog alerts me, and I get alerts saying there's a enemy player or something like that nearby. And I was farming in the same area, but he never attacked me. I never attacked him. But if I used an AoE nearby, I think I would hit him. And I'm going to lose karma for that, I think. I'm not sure how that works. Ruger says, the roundest knight in a King Arthur's round table were circumference. Oh, this shit's good. Keep them coming, man. ggmyster says, I spent $10 on the game and 50 US on the cash shop and 52 and not spent any more yet. Yeah, I don't expect to spend any more money on BDO. I think I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Because on the Kunoichi, you know, they released a new outfit for the Kunoichi. So whenever a new class comes, like you'll see it's on the splash page, right? Oh, the assassin has arrived. It's got a new weapon set, so you click on that. So this is the new Kunoichi weapon and outfit set or whatever. And the thing is... Oh, what do we got? Siu Thao has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, brother. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Alright, so outfits in this game... You can buy an outfit and put them in the auction house. If that is your thing. I don't know why you do that, though, because... I mean, they sell for millions of silver. Let's get that out of the way. But you can make millions of silver by farming anyway. So, this is the marketplace. And under the Pearl item, go on to outfits, and you'll see that people do sell premium outfits from the store in here. And some of them go for like 16 million, 14 million, you know, it depends. And for the Kunoichi that I had, you know, I set up, you can set up notifications. So like this thing right here, this is a notification for Blackstone. Whenever somebody puts that in the auction house, I get a notification. So that means anywhere now out in the world, you know, or if I'm near town, I can just go to the auction house and try and buy it. The problem is with this stuff, so let's just say Blackstone weapon, right? It's a rare thing. Like 19,000 have sold so far on the server, and there's none in stock. Like you can't do anything. And when somebody does put one or two, that is the crappy part, because you got to bid for it now. And the bidding is not, you know, I'm gonna bid at this and watch the price increase. It doesn't work like that. From my experience, BDO's marketplace is you gotta bid for a chance at buying the item. And maybe I can show you guys that if I do get a notification. Grunil is something... Oh, okay, here we go. So we got a Grunil helmet there. Oh, no, I've missed the bidding period. Because these things are rare. Helmet! What's the other one? Armor! No, I can't bid. So, you know, if you're really lucky and you do get that notification, look at how fast they go. Because Grunil is one of the most... I guess one of the best armor sets you can get, simply because of the, you know, the AP increase, and you got 2 empty slots for your crystals, which is what you're gonna use to insert attack speed or casting speed, depending on your class. Like for me, I'm gonna use casting speed because I'm a wizard, and that simply means my skills go off faster. So Grunil armor. Okay, somebody put more. Okay, so bid, and then you hit enter, and I'm just gonna bid on everything here. Because I am fighting, I'm not fighting with 1 or 2 people, I'm fighting with the entire server to try and get my hands on a Grunil helmet. So once you've bid, now it says it's counting, right? Now the tricky part is, once that's over, you gotta try again to buy the armor. So it's very much RNG dependent, which is something okay, bidding results, failed, next one, failed, next one, failed, oh, sold already, next one, come on, sold, last one, fuck. Just like that, because... There's so many people trying to get their hands on this shit that the entire, you know, bidding process, it just becomes RNG. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Which is why, you know, like for me, I don't try and buy things on prime time, because I'm usually awake at like 4 or 5 in the morning, which is way past people's bedtime in Southeast Asia. That's when I usually get on the damn store and try and get some shit, because this is hard, man. The auction house. I mean, again, you got to keep in mind that the server is still new. Southeast Asia is still very new. These things are premium. Not a lot of people are crafting them. Not a lot of people are, you know, actively farming the materials for them, except those that are already up there in terms of, you know, being high end or at end game. So for guys like me, you know, very casual type players, there's no chance in hell. You got to be really good at sniping, stuff like that. So that's the auction house experience, and what I was talking about was buying an outfit from there. So that's how I got it at about 6 in the morning my time. I saw the Kunoichi outfit for 16 million, I think it was, and I just bought it, and I got it. So that's RNG, because I've been trying for the past few days, I didn't get it, and then finally I got it. Alright, check it in chat. Revelin says, can we buy pets with loyalty points or buy them from other players? You can buy them from other players. People do put them on the auction house, so marketplace under pearl item, you'll see a bunch of mounts here. Sorry, not mounts, pets. There you go. So people do post pets, and the Lost Penguin is a pretty popular pet, and they're about 4 million, 5 million silver, which, you know, if you play this consistently, getting silver is not going to be an issue. I mean, even for me as a casual player, I think I've got a decent amount, and I've spent a lot of, like, I've got about 43 million now. I had more than that, but I spent it a lot. And of course, I threw it away on a costume too. But the costume's worth it, right? Because you get the 5%, sorry, you get 10% combat XP bonus and a skill XP bonus. In addition to, you know, if you got more costumes, you get a minus 10% death penalty and item durability reduction and all that good stuff. So if I want a Lost Penguin, I'm just going to hit that and hit the notice button and put it under list of favorites. So now the Lost Penguin's going to be there. So whenever somebody puts that on the marketplace, I'm going to get a notification saying there's a Lost Penguin in the store. Run like hell and try and win that bidding war, which you guys just saw. It's not an easy thing to do. Oh man, that's one of the complaints I have about, you know, the economy in itself is in a way good because it largely, you know, relies on the supply and demand of things. So as more time progresses and as the player base catch up to a certain content and start doing a certain thing or grinding for a certain material, you know, supply and demand, that's how it works. So at the very early stages, you're going to have to suffer and grow with the community at the longer the game goes on. Other than that, you know, you're not going to get, there's nobody here, unless you're super rich, of course, that, you know, is going to control the economy with stuff. It just doesn't happen. In that regard, I think it's pretty stable. The only complaint that I have is that that whole RNG bidding process kind of sucks. It sucks because RNG Jesus doesn't love me, but it's RNG, you know, it's just one of those things that you got to deal with that I don't enjoy. And as usual with every server, there's gonna be one sugar daddy, and sugar daddy means somebody who, there's one guy on our server that, you know, every week he'll dump in about 50 outfits in the span of like 3 hours. So everybody loves this guy because he's like Santa Claus, because you can grind for the, you know, millions of silver and then just buy your outfits from the marketplace if you get lucky with the RNG. So our server, we do have a couple of sugar daddies that do that, which is a good thing. So if you're one of those people that have a lot of money and buy stuff like that and, you know, put it in the auction house, hey, thank you. Keep doing it. And the thing is, you know, you'll see a lot of people spamming in chat like, well, when I say spamming, I really mean begging. Like, you'll see them, please, more warrior outfits, or please, wizard outfit, or, you know, something. And there are days when, you know, these people will happily oblige and just throw 10 bucks at the game to buy an outfit and put it in the store. That's crazy. You know, I could never do that, of course, but yeah. Okay, I'm talking too much here. Let's go have some fun. Where's my horse? Let's go ride that sucker. Alright, catching up in chat. ggmyster says video has no level cap. The soft cap is 56, and then the grind starts onwards. Rugador says, my friend's bakery burned down last night. Now his business is toast. Do you prepare all of these in advance, Rugador? Or are you just taking them off like Google right now? Okay, we have... Jay says, grinding trolls and catfish men is good for fast XP. Yep, I agree. And catfish men, I love them because, like, the density is super awesome. The thing is, you're going to be fighting with other players for it. And Lord Midichlorian, hey, Lord Midichlorian, he says, they're grayed out. Doesn't that mean nobody's selling? Yes. When it's grayed out and when you see the, like a dash, it means it's not there. And Rugador says, the first time I used an elevator, it was really uplifting, and then it let me down. ggmyster says, if you bid first, then let it count while spamming refresh. Then, when it says bidding result, hit, and you can get it. Yep, that's basically what I've been doing, and that's a good tip for all you new players out there. You know, stick with it. Once you learn how that works, you'll really learn how to try and get stuff. And I've already gotten something good by being the quickest to it, I suppose. But also, really, I mean, if you are, if you can, you know, log in when everyone else is asleep and, you know, get your stuff that way. Rugador says, need an arc to save two of every animal? I know a guy. Epic stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna get my wagon here and then we're gonna go. In terms of what my wizard has been doing, I'm pretty much ignoring a lot of the story quests in the Calpheon area because my warrior has already done it. So let's go and look at the Black Spirit now. If you remember from the first stream, he was like a tiny little blob. He is now evolved to be this... Oh man, I don't know what you want to call him. A Dementor from the Harry Potter, or just a badass looking thing. But he's so much better now compared to the annoying little fluff ball that he was. And at 50, I got a bunch of quests to do a whole bunch of things. And, you know, one of these is for a sharper weapon, and that is a quest chain that comes to you at level 52, I think it was. And, you know, you go around killing a whole bunch of different things to get the black stone stuff to upgrade your gear. And that's what I've been doing on this guy. And then the third tab down there is called Recurring. And I know my UI is kind of blocking it right now, but let me just get rid of that real quick. Well, you still can't see it, never mind. But there's a lot of dailies in here and weeklies as well that you can pick up, do stuff, get boss scrolls. Some of them say they're for tree men, but you know, at a certain level and at a certain AP or whatever, you can solo them, which is pretty easy, and then turn in the scrolls, as I said earlier. So, a bunch of stuff to do. I've been primarily doing the stuff that, you know, he's been giving me for black stones, because I'm in the process of upgrading my gear. So on my right here, you'll see my quest log, and now this is where it gets really interesting. So this one is about killing some manshas, and they're like goblins or whatever. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says kill 0 out of 500. Now, in any other game, my first reaction or my first instinct is to say, fuck that. I ain't gonna be killing 500 to 6,000 or 8,000. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but killing 500 mobs as part of one quest seems like a, you know, like an overbearing thing. Like, ugh. And because I've been playing a lot of Western, like my entire gaming lifespan or career, if you want to call it, has all been about Western MMORPGs and theme parks that don't really do the Asian style or do things the Asian way. And this is very much the Asian way. You know, they're very upfront about grinding, and killing about 500 mobs it's normal. Other games are worse. Think of well, I can't name a lot because I haven't played a lot, but the ones I do know are very similar in that regard. You know, kill a crap ton of mobs. So I don't even think I'm gonna take my wagon. I'm just gonna grab my horse and we're just gonna go. Let's go kill 500 manshas. Where's my horse? God damn it. Oh, it's right there. Completely missed the green parking sign. So now I'm gonna go onto the world and kill 500 mobs, which could be either boring or fun for you guys watching on stream, but I'm going to show it because this is what you can expect. If you've never played BDO before, this is something you're gonna be doing a lot. So let's, you know, bucker up and go do it. That's the area, that's the general area where you want to be. And I know there's like a hotspot to leave your mount. It's probably somewhere here. Somewhere here. So let's go ahead and, oh, there on my screen it says you sense an enemy player nearby. That means somebody is around me, and that's what the dog's for. Dogs are pretty helpful that way. Okay, off we go. So while I'm auto-riding, I'll check it in chat. Rigor says, I know a shit ton of puns. I mean, it's pretty excellent, man. Like, if you start like a blog or if you start a website with all your jokes and puns, that'll be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? And Arlim J says, I got him to Dementor as well. He looks really cool. Can't wait to see how much he changes. Yeah, I hope he changes some more because, oh, like the entire Black story. Oh yay, Nesha is now level 16. That's like my highest level mount. And oh, he's learned a new skill too, Charge. Let me just open up my mount panel here. So these are the skills that my mount has. Streak Leak. I mean, most of the time, if you're a casual player, you're not looking at skills. You're just not. You're looking for stuff like quick acceleration, quick brake, quick back. You know, stuff that just makes you move better. That's going to be great. And of course, at a certain point, you can get equipment for your horses as well, like the barding and whatever. Just adds more DP, which means you can take a lot more hits if you're in an area where the mobs can hit you. And other stuff gives you max stamina, betters your turning, because if you're starting out with a really lousy horse. Turning sucks, braking sucks, acceleration's no good. So equipment is pretty easy to get. You can either get them off the auction house or play the amity game, which is basically the social RNG thing that video has, which I don't think I've shown in the past couple of streams. I'll tell you what, later on we'll do that as well. We'll do some amity. I'll show you guys how that works for those that don't play BDO, because there's so much systems. If you combine the first stream and my second stream last weekend, it was 6 hours, and now, you know, there's a lot, man. BDO's learning curve is really, really high. The good news is that it's been out for 4 years now. It's gonna be easy for you to just Google that stuff. But as I was telling folks, you know, I've spent as much time researching and learning about the game outside of the game, you know, in comparison to in-game playing it. But for some systems, you don't really need to leave. Like if you're doing stuff like cooking and alchemy and stuff, there's in-game tools or stuff. Like if you hit F2, it's going to open crafting notes. So if you're looking for a quick recipe under cook, you can just look for something that you want. For example, okay, fish soup, click on that, and that's going to show you the ingredients just off the bat. If you're doing a bunch of alchemy, clown's blood, for example, it's going to tell you what you need and what this thing is used to craft. So it's used to craft the grade 3 weapon reform stone, which is something you want if you want to, you know, make your weapon go from a green and then to a blue, and so on and so forth. So while I'm on my way, in terms of my gear itself, things are a lot different. I have upgraded my gear using those stones through enchantments. So now, if you notice from last weekend's stream, my gear has a plus number icon there, which simply means it's a lot better. And what I've done is I've taken all my armor to a +5, just for basics. I'm just trying to learn the system because I'm still not familiar with it. So I've just gotten all my armor to +5 while I'm working on getting more of that Grunel's armor set. And for the weapon, I have a +11 right now, and my offhand's +7. Now all these require stones, and the reason why the secondary is at 7 and my armor is at 5, because for enchantment there's a safe number. If you want to go past 5 for armors or past 7 for weapons, there may be a chance of failure when you're using your stones for enchanting. Oh man, it's such a complicated system, you know. And maybe afterwards we'll do some, because there's a thing called fail stacking, which basically means you intentionally fail, so the game gives you a chance to succeed or to incrementally accrue all these fail stacks, and they can go up to, like, you know, you fail once, you get 1, you fail again, you get 2, for example, and if you fail 6 times, you'll get a 6 fail stack count or whatever. And you know, the higher you want to tier up your weapons, you're gonna need a bigger fail stack. So all these things are, I'm still trying to process them, because I've only hit level 50 this week, and when I started dying a lot, that's when I realized, okay, I probably need to up my gear and see what's up. Alright, so combat zone, here we are in the Mancha forest. Mobs are more, you know, clustered together, so if you're playing a wizard, it's really, really fun, because, you know, you can kill stuff pretty quick. And again, you know, I need to kill like 500 of these things, and the good news is I don't see another player here, so I think I'm good to go. So I can just pretty much do whatever I want here. But 500 will probably take me, I don't know, 20 minutes to half an hour, depending on how efficient I am in terms of getting to a good cluster of mobs and you know, just executing my skills. And in terms of the wizard class itself, you know, I'm at a point where I'm having fun. Like, yeah, this is a good class for me. I swapped to the warrior in week number 2 because, you know, I kind of like that melee playstyle. But as soon as I realized that maybe, because I haven't played ranged characters in my other games, right? So I was thinking, if this could work for me, then great. And it turns out it's actually a pretty fun class, and it's easy as well. If you're a new player and you're just looking for something simple to learn, I think the wizard's decent, warrior's decent too. I mean, just play with what you like, I suppose, will be my advice. So, 40 down, 450 to go. Let me go get a big bunch. Oh, it's another player there. So yeah, you're always gonna run into other players who are probably on the same quest or doing something, because a lot of these mobs are part of daily quests as well. So you will probably come into, you know, a lot of people who are doing it. I'm just tapping everybody just because I can. And you know, this is just me using the combos. I'm not even, as a wizard, you do have casting speed increase if you want that. You've got self heals, you've got group buffs, group heals as well. Oh, there's a big group there, and there's a player up there. I'm gonna get up there and just blizzard everything. What up, everybody? You shall not pass. Oh well, that ended quick because I didn't have enough mana. Alright, so another thing is, even though I'm not flagged for PvP, and you can flag for PvP once you're 50 plus. Oh, this is good. I love this. Yeah! Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yeah, but you know, I'm not flagged for PvP, but if someone is, they can still kill me, even though if I don't flag back, they're gonna lose karma. And the thing is, I'm gonna lose XP if I die. I mean, it's not by a huge margin. I think you only lose like 2% XP. So at the very top right of my screen, you can see like the percentage of XP that I have. So I'm 9.4% into level 53, right? So if I die, I'm gonna lose. I'll go down to like 7 something, I suppose. Not by a whole lot. So. And if you do come into contact with another player that's kind of grinding where you are, and that's just killed you, your best bet is to, I think, respawn somewhere in town, change the channel. Like right now, I'm on Calpheon 1, and if you know... Oh, okay, I hope I didn't piss that guy off by taking the kill. But, yeah, if you get PK'd and you don't want that because you really want to finish this quest, just go to town, change to a different channel, and come back and do this. Yippee-ki-yay. Let's do Earthquake. I haven't done Earthquake in a while. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I know, like, for those of you guys watching stream, if you don't like the screen shake, let me know. I guess I'll turn that off. But I do like the screen shake because combat, oh, it's so rewarding, you know, when you see your skills in place like that. Okay, let's go up the hill. Let's find a good bunch. Ah, it's another player there. God damn it. It's Sunday night, though. It's Sunday night. It's Southeast Asia. It's Sunday night. There's gonna be a lot of people around. I shouldn't be complaining too much, I suppose. There are other skills like the melee. You know, you can just hit things with your staff as a wizard, but I didn't really... It's one of your, I wouldn't say useless skills, but it's just something that you don't focus on. It's the other ones that are more impactful that you want. Alright, so I'm at 122 down. I'm going to stop here and check it in chat, alright? Anyway, now that we're here, and I've got time to burn because I'm doing this, I'm going to ask you guys a question and let me know your thoughts, alright? Which MMORPG you guys have played has the best or the most fun combat system? I repeat the question. Which MMORPG you guys have played has the best or most fun combat system? Let me know. Alright, let me just blizzard that bunch there, and I'll get back to chat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we're at 150 now. So within like half an hour, I could be done with this, you know? I'm gonna check it in chat now. Where are we at? ggmyster says, because you have name tags off, the only way to see if someone is flagged is that they look red. And Rugador says, looks like your mount is in charge now. It's a good one. ggmyster says that DP though. DP, I mean, I got a bunch of, like you get, when you grind in these areas, you'll get special stuff. Like there's a chance for a blue gear to drop, and some zones when you grind for a whole while, you know, you'll get a bunch of gear drop, and And I've taken all that gear because I got a full set which had really good DP, and I sent that to my the female ninja that I was leveling, the Kunoichi. So because for me DP, I haven't really. I mean, I did get a one shot though by the world boss, so I probably need to get better DP. But yeah, I mean, with the early grinding here, I'm not bothered by that too much. And Rugador says I used to have a fear of hurdles, but I got over it. Rugador says, what happens when you fail 666 times? I don't know, man. You tell me. ggmyster says, higher gear players will be in Manchas farming the Augury Ring. Yay! That means there may be a chance that I will get ganked tonight live on stream. Which, it's happened before when I was playing Albion Online. I wonder if it will happen again. But here's the thing, though. I will say one thing about the Calpheon server. Oh, look. There's an ogre down there, and there's a player taking on an ogre. That is one of the hardest mobs. If you're level 50 or in that range, that's a pretty tough mob. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm on the Calpheon channel in the Southeast server. So far, I've not bumped into somebody that is actively trying to grief me. So take that what you will. But yeah, I'm guessing those that are farming here have probably way better gear than I have, and I will have to be PK'd eventually, because if I was a warrior and I'm looking at this asshole wizard who's just killing stuff in the area, he'd probably want me dead. So yeah. Gosh, that was loud. I hope the in-game audio is not that loud, you guys. If it is, do let me know, and I'll change that. Oh, that's a good spot up there. I see a bunch of yellows on the minimap. Let's go do that. Now, I hope I'm lucky. I'll get another drop. Yo! Kind of got stuck there. Skill points obtained. Oh, Blackstone armor. That's a good thing to have. I mean, in other versions of the game, I guess they come easy, but like I said, no one's selling in the auction house, and because of the amount of stones that you'll need for your fail stacking, they're kind of like a rare thing. So getting that from mob drops is pretty sweet. Thank you, RNG. Okay, it's my Blizzard off cooldown. This looks like a great spot. Let me just tab everything, get in the middle here, and am I on cooldown? Yeah, I'm on cooldown. Oh, I should be off cooldown now. Okay, come on, pets, do your damn job. Sometimes the pets do have range in terms of picking out loot. Sometimes they do it good. Sometimes they take a while. I think the higher the tier, higher the level of the pet, obviously they pick up stuff way quicker and farther. But sometimes they do miss stuff, and I have to go manually pick it up, which defeats the purpose of the pet. But in the early levels, they're pretty worth it just having. But again, your chances of getting a pet from the auction house is going to be so, again, RNG dependent based on the bidding and everything. So if you're trying to get a pet off the auction house, hey, good luck. But it's one of those things where this is a very rare occasion. Like, I never... Usually, I would recommend not spending money on a game if there's absolutely no need to. Because, being... I have my own personal beliefs in terms of, like, I like... Between the free-to-play and the buy-to-play, I prefer the buy-to-play model, especially if the MMO is offering you good value for money in terms of content and everything. With BDO, from content perspective, I think it's fair. But when it comes to store stuff, I hate saying that, you might be better off buying pets, but that's one of the realities. I think pets are the only thing I would recommend if you're willing to spend beyond just the buy-to-play, the buy-in. Then I would say get pets, because they're pretty handy. I mean, having to manually loot every once in a while gets old really, really fast. At least for me, because other games have auto loot features, and BDO, they want to monetize that. Like let's say Guild Wars 2, for example. You know, the auto loot feature only comes to you when you get to a certain. Damn it, I forgot what it was. But you know, you can have you get points every time you complete a mastery point. There you go. So Guild Wars 2 lets you auto loot if you rank up your commander's mastery point. So that's handy, and you don't have to pay anything for it. My rotations for grinding is just pretty simple, and I'm just spamming. Those of you that do play a wizard, you know, it's fairly rudimentary stuff. Because I'm not thinking right now. I'm thinking about what I'm saying to you guys in chat, which is why I'm happy to grind this. Oh, we got a good group up there in the minimap. Is my blizzard off? Yeah. I gotta tag ggmyster here because, you know, he said the blizzard was good, so I went and invested the points in blizzard. And it's great for just, you know, wiping out good clusters of mobs everywhere. But from what I've been told, you know, in PvP as a wizard, you're not gonna have the luxury. You're probably one of the first to get grappled, which means in PvP other classes can pull you to them, close that range, and cut you down. So as a wizard, there's lots of things that, you know, if you want a PvP, you got to be aware about, I suppose. There's this thing called rage transfer. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's this crystal down here that when you use that, you know, it's gonna give your more power or damage or whatever. And in like PvP, or if you're in a party, you can transfer that rage to another player. So for a wizard, for example, 2 of your buddies or guildmates can transfer their rage to you to get you up to 200%, because I think a player can only transfer 50% of that rage. So 2 players is a full 100%. And then when you fire off one of your big hitting skills, like a meteor shower or the blizzard, or you know, that's gonna give you a lot of damage, and that's probably gonna melt players. Okay, we've got a good group here. Let me just tag everything, get them to come to me, and let's do that again. Not to forget the group over there. Alright. Well, we got a player here. There was this one quest in the chain earlier that wanted me to kill an ogre, and I had to do that solo. And I gotta say, like, the ogre is a fun fight. Oh, really? Oh, that's Nick. Oh, look, I got a job. I got the Lore's helmet. Wait, let me kill this guy. Let me kill this guy and I'll show you what I got. Okay, Marketplace is telling me I got something up there. Die. Okay, so this thing just dropped, and that's the Lost Helmet. And you'll see all the weapons, most of the, you know, popular armor, they do have sets, and you know, players are always looking for a set that's gonna benefit their class. So I went with Adrian. Okay, let me just join the party real quick here. I went with Adrian because Adrian has you know, when you equip a certain amount. Oh, I'm looking at armor. Yeah, Adrian, when you have 3 slots, you get +2 casting speed, which for me is pretty important as a wizard, because you know, a lot of my skills has the cast bar, and I want to fire them off as quick as possible. So you do get all these other blue drops as well if you're grinding in a late game area, which is really nice, I suppose. This one, I need a full 4 set to get that 1 casting speed, so I don't mind putting the helmet on, I suppose. I'm going to lose the evasion crystal. So I do have 1, 2, 3, so I pretty much have the casting speed. So if I take off my helmet now and I'll just use that, that's kind of increased my DP to 78 now, so awesome. Anyway, let me just tell Nick something real quick. Just getting that 500 kills. And then maybe later both of us will probably queue for like a red battleground, and we'll see what that's all about. Feel free to join for the XP. I've got like 200 mobs to go. Let's hit the confirm here. And let's go look for a good area, I suppose. And if there's an ogre, let's just take it down, I suppose. I'm just keeping an eye on my minimap here. See if there's a good cluster. And Nick is a ninja, I think. Okay, it's a good spot. Okay, behind me as well. To the sides and back in front. And now I'm out of mana. Ooh, Muncher Trap. S knowledge. That simply means I've killed that a shit ton of times. So, yeah, they're easy to kill. I think I've covered that over in the last stream as well. Alright. Only 100 or so to go. Ooh, back attack. What was that? Oh, that was the freaking trap. Go to hell, trap. Alright, I see a good cluster to over here. Wow, the ninja moves pretty fast. Let's do Fireball. Or Meteor Shower, or whatever. And again, this is without the cast speed buff, which I do have. Everything just goes faster. And you usually want to save that for your harder hitting skills or whatever. And I guess, you know, since we're talking about it, like, grinding is one of those things. Like, some of these quests, if they do have that icon there, that means it's like a story quest. Because I've hit level 50 and my Black Spirit now is telling me to get ready for Medea in the east. And that's why I'm getting quests like these to go and kill a bunch of these guys to get black stones. That's basically what it is. If you're a new player watching this and you're thinking, oh shit, is that all that has? Kill 500 mobs? That's not the case, because every town and whatever, you know, you will have those story type quests in towns. That's just to supplement, you know, whatever you're doing. Whether they're good or not, that's a different story, and I'll talk about that in my review. Because story in this game, it's like, why do you even bother? Some parts of it are good, I will admit, like certain cities or whatever, you know, they do have politics in the towns that they talk about. Some of them give you backstory on like the world bosses, but beyond that, not much. I kind of lost Nick there. Oh, there he is. Whoa! Alright, that's the Kunoichi. And that's one of the Kunoichi skills that are pretty cool. I guess both the ninja and the Kunoichi, I guess they share the same skills. So that's dead. I see a good cluster over there. Let's go get rid of that. Let's do the speed skill, and that just means I can cast the Blizzard way faster. And look at the range on the Blizzard. I actually got the other group too. So I'm down to like 110 now. 110 left. Obviously, if you're playing in a party, you know, you're sharing the XP. And, oop, what do we got? Jobs Shaw just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Jobs Shaw. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to my leveling review of Black Desert Online Southeast Asia, which has just launched, I don't know, January, I think it was. And, yeah, I'm reviewing this game from a new player perspective because I've never played it before. But I've heard so much about this game over the 4 years since it's been out in Korea and Russia, then gradually in North America and Europe. And, yeah, you know, there are things really... BDO surprised me in a lot of ways. Like, there are things that I thought I wouldn't enjoy, but I am enjoying. And by the same token, there are rudimentary stuff that you see other MMOs have that they do it so much more better and simpler, and you wonder why BDO took that particular way. Why did they do it this way? Why couldn't they go for the, you know, the standard MMO system or whatever? But that's just Korean games. I think that's a thing with Asian games. You know, they stick by a certain template. They have a certain DNA. And I know I'm being really, really vague right now, but I promise I'll talk about all of that in my review, which I'm already going to start writing beginning of next week. Ooh, whoa. Okay, 50 more to go. So the good thing about, you know, doing this in a party is that if there's like a solo player that's kind of grinding here, and he sees that, you know, there are two people who are in the same guild that's around, they're gonna just go to the outskirts, I suppose, and go fight somewhere else. Of course, now if there's another two people out there that are, then, you know, and they're kind of in our way, we could flag for PvP and have a go. Okay, so Nick's kind of gone in for the ogre. I'm gonna group heal everybody. Ogre's dead. Alright, up here, small group. Hang in, chat, I'll get to you guys in a sec. Oh, Nick has just got to level 49. Congratulations, Nick. And you owe me like 10 blackstones. 10 each. Nah, I'm just kidding, buddy. Okay, over here I see a good cluster. Right here, epic, epic. This is good. Still blizzard. Oh no. Okay, at least there's still one cluster over there. And to the east, a couple down here. That skill's kind of a waste, you know, especially if you're wasting it on like a small group of mobs, because that one hits like a mofo. So as a wizard, you know, you just look for a good cluster and just whack them. So right here, there's a nice looking one. I am going to meteor strike this area, and I'm done. 500 kills in half an hour, and oh, I got the helmet again. What is up? And that is why I gave away that armor to my alts, because, you know, with these blue ones that are sets, right, it's bound to your family, because that's how it is. You can't enchant them because these are more of supplementary armor from the grind spots, and you'll probably get rid of them as soon as you start gearing up your Grunils or whatever armor set that you're trying to gear up for. But these are nice to have, especially if you're leveling alts. You can just dump them to it. And now I've gotten like 3 of these in the past 48 hours, and I just give them to alts because I don't want that to hog my bank space. I mean, they're good DP, but, you know, when you're leveling, I think AP is what you really want. So let me just tell Nick, I'm done you. Then, of course, I can turn that in by talking to the Black Spirit, and let's see what is the next chain that it's going to give me. 6 more. All right, he needs 6 more. Let's go. Well, didn't need me. All right, he's done. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to my horsey. I'll check chat there. Where's my horse again? Oh, it's right there. All right. So while I'm auto running, I'm just gonna go and check it in chat. Sorry guys, you guys had to see me grind 500 mobs. But again, I do it to show players that don't play BDO what you can expect. Is it bad? If you're playing, I don't know, a class that doesn't have a lot of AoE, you might struggle. But if you do it in a party, do it in a group, do it in a guild, it may be more fun. Like for me, because I'm streaming this and I'm talking to you guys and I'm live, right? So I'm not feeling the effects of, oh, fuck my life, 500 mobs. You know, it just doesn't happen. And because you're a wizard and you've got range and you've got a lot of AoE, it goes by a lot faster than you think, which is good. If all else fails, just put on some Spotify or watch some Netflix on your second monitor or whatever, and just get it done. And you want to get it done because this is part of a chain, right? That's what your reward is. That's 5 Blackstone weapon for weapons, and that's 10 for your armor. And again, if you're a new player, this is what you need to enhance your gear and to build fail stacks, which I talked about earlier. And fail stack simply means, you know, you're building sort of like a reserve bank of failing chances, or to upgrade, or to ensure you get a successful enchantment for a gear that you want. I'm sure I did a shit job at explaining that, but alright, so you can realize that you got stronger. Yes, just like that. There. Hee hee. So what is the next quest in the chain? Many a pickle makes a mickle, part 3. This one is You're growing like a bamboo shoot, and let me tell ya, that's a typo right there. Hey, who does the copywriting for BDO Southeast Asia? If there's any devs watching, I'm a freelance writer, and I'd like to rewrite a lot of the things here. It just annoys me that stuff like that happens. The translation is decent, but it's just not there. You know, you could tell like, this is such a translated dialogue or translated game. So I would love to sorry. Please hire me for localization work, Pearl Abyss or Cacao Games or whoever does this. I'd love to give this a shot. Alright, so you're growing like a bamboo shoot, and let me tell ya, I'm proud. Hee hee, alright, just trust me and follow me as always. Let's go check out the Rudums this time. Go! Enjoy getting stronger. So that's another 5 weapon Blackstones and another 10 armor. So this is going to be 500 Rudums. I guarantee it. Let me just see if there's anything else. No. 500 Rudums. There we go. So that's the next part of the... That's the next part of the chain. So this quest chain, I mean, if you're going to do it back to back, you're looking at maybe 3,000, 4,000 mobs. I've done treants, I've done giants, I've done catfish already. Just finished the Martians or whatever they're called, and now I got to go to Rudum. So it'll come down to you. If you don't like doing this stuff, you don't have to, because as I said, if you go back into Calpheon or into any other town, there's a lot more stuff to do. Life quest skills, trading quests, cooking quests, those things that, you can go and do. Like well, not on this character, because I still haven't done, I haven't even done the basic stuff, on this character at least. But my other character, I've done all the cooking, fishing, trading, all the starter quests already. So every town now is going to pop up with more content based on what I did in the past. Because with BDO, one thing is, it's not very clear on giving you information about how things progress. Like, for example, if you want to craft a certain material or a certain item that's kind of rare, you need to have unlocked a certain thing first, or you need to have unlocked a cooking quest or a beginner level 10 cooking quest, and these things are not explained in game, so you have to go and research that stuff. And off the top of my head, BDO Foundry, the BDO database, which helps you keep track of all the previous quest chains or requirements. There's Delphi, of course, and Delphi is amazing. I'm sure you guys know who Delphi is. Delphi does guides for a whole bunch of MMOs, and Delphi's BDO guides are fantastic. So those are just some of the sites that I use. So if that's what you want, and you don't want to do a lot of this combat stuff, again, you don't have to. I do it because I kind of like, how it plays with my wizard and everything, so that's kind of fun. So I'm not just doing it to show you guys on the stream that's 500 mobs you gotta kill. I actually want to progress this character because I want to move to the east. I want to go to Madaya and start getting stuff there. Alright, now let's check in on chat. Sorry guys. Okay. ggmyster says, higher geared players... Oh, I read that already. ggmyster says, the warrior tends to have a lot of skill cancels, which wizard has none really. So that's basically, I think what he means, animation canceling is what it was. I think even like the ninja or whatever has that. I've been looking into like class guides and everything. Alright, so anyway, I asked you guys the question, which MMORPG has the best and most fun combat system for you? Here are some of your answers. Jay Fairclough says, The Elder Scrolls Online. Arliam J says Dragon Nest and BDO. Rugador says ESO. Lord Midichlorian says most fun combat BDO, and the next is Star Wars: The Old Republic. Now that's a pretty interesting one. With Star Wars, I played 2 classes at most, my Sith Warrior and my Sith Inquisitor. Both of them are kind of melee, but of course the Inquisitor has the, you can do the Force Lightning from far and everything. I kind of enjoyed Sword Wars combat. I just can't, it's been a long time, guys, since I played Sword Wars, I gotta be honest there, so, but off memory, it wasn't too bad, because, again, if you're geared, mobs die fast, kind of like they do here, I suppose. He also says the worst combat is Final Fantasy 14. Ooh, that's an interesting one. For me, Final Fantasy 14 was at the very beginning slow in every sense of the word, because as with most MMOs, you start with a certain amount of skills and then you progress. I mean, even World of Warcraft to a certain extent, I started out with like 3 skills, and I had to go to like level 20 to start seeing the fluidity of the WoW's combat. But with Final Fantasy, it took a really long time for me to get acquainted with the combat. And of course, depending on your job, like for me, I can't remember what the name of my job was, but you know, I hit the pike thing, and then there's flanking and everything. It just felt a little slow. Obviously, it got better the higher you go, but yeah, definitely slow at the beginning. ggmyster says, yeah, BDO and Star Wars for combat. Jay says, I miss SWTOR. I miss SWTOR too. Haven't been back since December. Rugador says, the store keeps calling me to come back and buy more bedroom furniture, but all I really wanted was one night stand. Really good, man. Really, really good. Alright, ggmyster says, that's why you want bound to forward dodge, can pass through mobs players. Lord Midclaren says, SWTOR can vary with classes, though a kinetic combat concept didn't feel too fun. But with the Sentinel Jedi Knight, I'm finding it very fun, though. Jay says, hey, you gotta wife that waifu, right? And Lord says, see you around, have fun. Thank you, Lord Midichlorian. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. And Jay says, Nick gets about, I swear. Yeah, Nick's pretty much in every MMO. I mean, that's what we are. We are the MMO nomads. Like, part of my channel, I jump around a lot. And the cool thing is, like, I found a bunch of you guys, you know, in my Discord and all that do jump around a lot. So, that's pretty cool, you know. Rugador says, I don't know if I just got hit by a freezing rain, but it hurt like hell. Jimmy says, it's Control Alt plus B to flag. I think it's Alt C. Alt C is the flag for PvP button. Let me just see if that... Alt C. I'm quite sure it's Alt C, although it's not showing me right now. Because there's a world boss going on currently in-game, which is Kazarka. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So there's a new event for Southeast Asia. It's Kazarka, and he's over here. And, oh, what was that? I heard a roar. Yeah, so the boss, so when everyone's gathered around, like, people are asking questions, and some people will say the answer is Alt-C. So when a person hits Alt-C, they're flagged for PvP, and people kill them. So that's a funny way to grief, or a funny way to die. And it's not funny, but yeah, it is Alt-C. Alright, let me just catch up with chat, then we'll go do the next phase of this quest, alright? And Rugador says, there was a sign on the lawn at the drug rehab center that said, keep off the grass. Mark says, gonna have to head off. We'll watch the rest of this tomorrow. Have fun in the Red Battlefield later, mate. See ya, ggmyster. Take care, man. Wiz Gaming TV, camera shake settings, LOL. Hey, Wiz Gaming TV, yes, camera shake settings. I do enjoy the visuals of the camera shake. I just think it's cool, especially for the wizard. I know people don't like it. Maybe they get nauseous, or maybe they're, I don't know, they can't stand the eye, you know, it hurts their eyes or whatever. But I like camera shake, and it's got to remain on the stream. Sorry, though, if it annoys you and anybody else. Apologies. Quicknum says, how do you auto-fish? Auto-fish, equip your fishing rod, go near the water, hit the space bar, and don't touch it. That's it. When you get a bite, don't touch it. After like 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes for a populated like fishing area. Sorry, what's the term? Like if you fish in town, there's gonna be a lot of players, so it's gonna tell you that the resource is exhausted. That's gonna take about 3 minutes. But if you're somewhere where there's not a lot of players, you'll see the resource note says abundant. So that's gonna take 2 minutes. So if you want to AFK fish, you can do it wherever, but just don't touch it even if you get a bite. That's how you start the AFK fishing. We got Faramir in chat. Hello, Faramir, with the cool shades and stuff. And Rugador says, the butcher backed up into the meat grinder and got a little behind in his work. Keith in chat. Hey, Keith, welcome to the stream. He says, Age of Conan, best combat. That's interesting. I mean, Age of Conan, at this point in time, I would consider it's getting to... It's almost becoming a classic game because it's almost coming to its 10th year anniversary and whatever. And, you know, I've just started playing it like this last month, I think. No, early this month for the Saga server. And I will agree that, you know, the combat is kind of refreshing. That fatality or brutality, I keep getting that mixed up system. It's really awesome. In terms of animations, hey, I'm going to say that it's actually, in some ways, smoother than Secret World Legends, which is another one of Funcom's games, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, all these little yellow icons here are daily quests. It's a repeatable and you can see the icon, it says repeatable. And I've done this once. I mean, if you're in the range of level 48 to level 51, this is what you want to do. You want to come out here, grab a bunch of daily quests, and then just go kill stuff. I'm 53 now, and I've already done this once. I'm trying to get to the E section of the world, so I'm just carrying on with this quest, which is basically a graduation quest when you hit level 50, whether Black Spirit is going to reward you with a lot of these enchantment items, or enhancement items, I should say. So that's that. Alright. Rico in chat. Hey Rico, how you doing, man? He says, haven't touched SWTOR in a week. That's a new record for you, even. Jay says, Hello Kitty has the best combat ever. Can't really say, because I've never played Hello Kitty. And Michael in chat. Hey Michael, good morning. He says, good morning. I am back in BDO thanks to you, and I've gotten my Ranger to 42 and a new Wizard to 39. I'm going to start a Musa today, supposedly the fastest PvE killer. Whoa. That's cool, man. I mean, one of the things that I've noticed too, like I got a bunch of awesome folks on my Discord, and once I started BDO, like, you know, you can see what people are playing, and then everybody's playing BDO. Not everybody, but it's kind of cool, you know. And I'm looking at it from the perspective of a new player. I don't know how many of you guys. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have already played BDO in the past, and are just interested in seeing what my journey is going to be like and what my opinion is. And that's cool though that you started BDO again, I guess. The Musa. The Musa's pretty... Musa's cool. I've seen the Musa in action from videos, and I know that's the Samurai class. And it's not in the Southeast Asian server yet, so I'm waiting to get that. And I'm waiting to get the Valkyrie too, because we don't have the Valkyrie class. And they're introducing content over time, so hey. Jay says, play more Lord of the Rings. Update 22, when that comes out, I'll probably head over there and check it out. Quingnam says, how do you join our guild? Are you on the Southeast Asian server, Quingnam? If you are, then, ooh, you can just add me. My family name is just Jerome Adrian, just like that. That's my family. Just add me in game, and I'll, we're on the Calpheon 1 channel. And, yeah, I'll hook you up. And of course, the more people we got, the more stuff we could do, like guild missions and stuff that I could probably show off in the next stream. And Keith says, later, was just watching while taking the morning dump. I'll be back later to watch. Interested in this game, subbing now. Awesome, Keith. Cheers, man. That's pretty cool. I've never watched YouTube while taking a dump. I should probably do that sometime. That's interesting. Cheers, dude. Quickenham says, I want to play the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, or was it Dark Knight or Death Knight? I forgot. Death Knight's Lotro. Sorry, Death Knight's WoW, wasn't it? But yeah, that's one of the other classes that Southeast Asia doesn't have yet. We've only got the certain amount of classes so far. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, I'm just going to tell Nick I'm at the Rudums if he wants to join me. I'll probably get a head start here because this guy's eager to kill me. And when mobs are in green, like that guy was, that means it's just below the average range of experience that you'll get. Like for me right now, if mobs are white in color, that means they're on level, or it's in my level range, and that's where I want to you know, go and grind them. If they're green, I think they're slightly lower. Oh, I got a whisper here from... Oh, Liberto Staff, son of a bitch. That is highly coveted, and that's on the marketplace right now. And I'm far away from town, so I'm not going to be able to try and win the bid for that. But if you do follow your Black Spirit, which is very important, follow his main quest chains, he's going to give you a maid thing. He gave me, as a reward, a maid contract, which this is worth quite some money in the Pearl Shop. So they do give you free Pearl Shop items for just completing the main Black Spirit story quest chain. So new players, go do it. And this one gives you a maid, and I can use this maid anywhere in the world for the auction house every 20 minutes. So I haven't installed that yet. Quignam, I do see your whisper. Let me just get rid of this mob here, and I'll invite you to guild. So guild invite, and this is how you invite people to guild. This is a contract, and guilds, again, is one of those features that are pretty complicated for BDO, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool. So when you're trying to invite somebody to the guild, you can choose their term, either for a day or 7 days or 2 weeks. Dan just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Dan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Hey, I'm reviewing BDO. Review's going to be coming out, I'd say, in 2 weeks or more. You know, it's a new player review. So that's what I'm doing. I'm streaming my leveling journey. So back to the guild contracts. You can pick your duration. I'm going to do 30 days and hit send. So people in my guild are kind of employed for a month, and they get paid out every day, 30,000 silver or whatever. And as a guild, we can go do guild missions to earn silver coins, because you can't pump money into your guild. You can't do that. The only way to earn currency for a guild is if you go out and do all these missions. There's gathering missions if those of you don't want to do combat, and then there's like small protective villagers kind of combat missions too. So there's that. And the more people you have in your guild, and the more everybody kind of levels up and everything, your guild will get guild points. And what guild points do is you can now purchase guild skills. So these are interesting. Like the one I bought so far is a gathering level 1. So for all the crafters in my guild, you know, we're all get a +1 to leveling, to gathering. And of course, the more points you have, the more stuff you can do, more stuff you can invest in. Other than that, if you're more of a combat oriented guild, then you can invest in that. Gives everybody in the guild more accuracy, max HP as well. You got AP here, and then damage reduction. And for guild leaders, you can also buy skills. So these are you know, long cooldown skills that if everybody's on and you hit that, then you know, the whole guild gets a buff or whatever. So pretty interesting things that you can do with guilds. It's just that if you're running a really small family and friends only guild, for example, it's going to take you guys a very long time to try and, you know, be an effective guild or whatever. So as a new player, if you're in the Southeast Asian server, again, that's the only thing I can speak for. I can't really speak for like the other versions of the game. If you're a new player and you absolutely want to be, you know, getting all those bonuses, I think joining one of the established guilds is a good option. The thing is, you know, it's going to be a very PvP oriented game, because at end game, sure, there are stories to pursue, there is story quests to pursue, there is crafting and all your life skills to pursue, but at the end of the day, the meta is PvP. The meta of Black Desert Online is, and I think will always be, PvP, because that's how the game is structured around. You know, from 56, the soft cap, going up to like level 60 and beyond, it's going to take forever. And that means the more content comes out, the more grind spots, the more guilds, and the more people getting to end game. It's all going to converge into gathering XP at one location where people are always competing for the best grind spots, and that's PvP. And of course, there are other PvP stuff you can do as well. Like, I'm hoping to do one tonight. I'm going to jump into the Raid Battlefield tonight. So that could be fun. So we'll do that probably after this quest. So let me just tell Nick that. After this 500, let's do Raid Battlefield. It's kind of funny, you know, because I think Nick's watching the stream too, so I'm actually talking to him and typing him at the same time. Alright, while I'm waiting for Nick to get here, I'm going to check in chat. Professor Kaken, hey, Professor Kaken, what up, man? It is Musa for life. I am eagerly waiting for that samurai. I'm just going to call it samurai because that's what it looks like to me. That looks like a really interesting class to play. So I guess by the end of the month, I'm gonna have like a bunch of different classes. I don't know what class is coming out next for Southeast Asia. All right, here's Nick. Let's go. Okay, so this is the Orky area. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. And now the killing begins. So, I mean, if you have like XP scrolls or whatever, if you check your inventory, you know, sometimes you'll get them as rewards, sometimes you can get them from food and everything. Like this one's gonna give me more combat XP, so maybe I want to put that on. Oh, there's the pirate rum thing that I should totally have used. Why did I not do that? Alrighty. Are there any other players in the area? I guess there is. I can see a white dot on my map, so this is gonna be a popular spot with a lot of people. Because the orc area, pretty dense. Oh, opposite side. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at that. This is great. So, while Nick goes around and grabs a whole bunch, I'm just gonna take care of the outskirts here. So we're kind of pulling everybody to the middle. I guess this is a good spot. Let's do a meteor strike or something. Ooh, ancient relic shard crystal. That's another, I would say, highly coveted item, but you know, it's fairly popular. If you do a lot of AFK fishing, you're bound to get one eventually. And what that does is, if you put 5, ooh, what did I just get? I got the belt now. So all these stuff are dropping like candy if you spend a lot of time here, which I actually have done. Again, it's probably not going to be as useful for you on your on your main character, but if you're gearing up an alt, you know, those things are nice to have. Okay, blizzardy blizzard. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yeah, again, guys, the screen shake comes with the combat. I can turn it off. If it's annoying to watch, do let me know, and I guess I'll turn off the screen shake. But because I'm playing like on 60 FPS on my monitor, it just looks absolutely badass. But because I'm streaming at 30 FPS to both YouTube and Twitch, because, you know, I'm not a Twitch partner and my internet speeds aren't great, I have to deal with 30 FPS. So, yeah, if it gets too annoying to watch, do let me know. Okay, I guess this is a decent cluster. I mean, that's the thing, you know, because in other MMOs, when you have a quest like these, you know, you're looking for individuals. You're not thinking of getting a good cluster, but that's what BDO forces you to. It changes, or it kind of makes you change your mentality a little bit. Okay, should I go for the 3 over there or go for the like 10 on the other side? That's the kind of decisions that you usually normally wouldn't do on a normal theme park, you know, because it's not something. You're just moving from area to area. You're just killing like 7 or 8 things, and you're done with it. And what helps is that the combat is so. It's infectious in a way. Like I do feel it's infectious. Once you do get the hang of your class, and you know, oh, I wasted it. I wasted this one. God damn it. And the problem is I couldn't cancel that one, so. Nick's asking if he could transfer the Black Spirit Rage. Yeah, the answer is yes, you can. If you have another person in the party or whatever, and especially in PvP, if you guys are gearing up. Hey, where the hell did Nick go? Yeah, but if you're kind of gearing up for like PvP or whatever. Oh. I think Nick kind of parked his horse here or whatever, I think. No? I thought that was under attack. Okay, anyway. I'm going to go back and do this a little bit more. Yeah, that was Nick's mount, so he kind of got attacked. So again, tip for new players: if you're going out, you know, if you leave your mount in an area where you know it's gonna be populated with mobs, they're gonna come and they're gonna attack it, and there's a chance that your mount could die. And ooh, Rutum Elite Belt. That's good for DP, and if you equip that, that's gonna increase your weight as well, which is interesting, but I don't want more DP right now. Not while I'm grinding, at least. Estique Shuriken. That is ninja specific loot for the Kunoichi and the Wizard. So yeah, I definitely think with the goblins earlier, that's a more easier place to grind. See, Nick's running really fast, and the benefit of that is, you know, he can go and pull the mobs, bring them to the center, and get them down. As a wizard, you have strong AoE type skills, and you gotta be quick. Like, you gotta be ruthless, especially when you're grinding in an area. All right, this is a good spot. Alright, let's go ahead and blizz the sucker up. So opportunities like this come very rarely because, you know, if you're in an area where there's a lot of other players, you have to cast it and then hope that, you know, they're not in your spot and all that stuff. So, and again, that's how PvP usually starts, especially later on. I believe Southsun's Garrison or whatever, really popular spot with players at the late game. And when I say late game, I mean closer or past 56, that is. Is Nick's mountain getting attacked again? Oh, I sense the presence of an enemy player. Hey, Nick, there's somebody nearby. And if they decide to get us, that'll be fun. As for what the icon is, beside the nameplate over there, that's the guild emblem, which I don't have money, or I can't buy yet, because, you know, we don't have enough of people in the guild to run like guild missions or whatever. I'm sure I can do some of them solo later on, but at the moment now, because I'm just focusing on leveling the wizard and getting high enough so that I can finish the review, I'm not really focusing on like guild stuff all that much. Oh, don't run away. Oh. Alright, tell you what, let's queue for a Rit battlefield. Okay, this will be interesting. So, to queue for a Rit battlefield, I don't even know. I think you just hit enter. So there's gonna be okay, Calpheon 1 server participating 26. I'm not sure what this is. So this is one of the PvP modes in the game. There's open world PvP, and there is open world PvP, basically the flagging thing. You know, you can get ganked or be ganked or whatever, or go ganking. And then there's gonna be stuff like Rit Battlefield, which is more of like an arena, team versus team deathmatch kind of thing. So for rewards, when the battlefield closes, the winners get 5 red seals and skill XP, and the losers get 1. Okay, so you still get something for losing, which is fine by me. Considering in open world PvP, you get fuck all. I mean, if you die, you lose. God damn it. If you die to another player out in the world, you do lose some percentage of your XP. Open the panel and hit enter. And there's only 2 we can enter right now, Balanos and Serendia 2. So let's do Serendia 2. And for the others, it says Bard because I guess the match is kind of underway. Need 1 more level to go in. All right, so let's go. Okay, then let's do this and let's get Nick a level. We should go by pretty fast. There's a lot here. I'm just tapping as much as possible. Do the speed, and let's do Blizzard. I've got a Uria axe. Uria it's a good weapon to have because, you know, different weapon sets will offer different bonuses. For example, Uria does extra damage to humans, while other weapons, for example, the Liberto, which is a very highly coveted weapon, I've said it many times already. Libertos give you plus damage to all species, including humans and whatever. So the thing with the Uria is that, you know, it does more damage to humans, and then it's got bonus damage to humans as well. So in a PvP situation, you know, it's good to have. It's one of the things to aim for until, of course, you can, you know, you're high enough to, or you're grinding for boss weapons, like the Liberto, or like a specific boss weapon, like the Kazarka. Anything with Kazarka is gonna be awesome because that's damage to all species as well. Okay, this is good. Let's do Meteor. Oh boy. So red battlefield opens up at level 50. That's what I just learned. I always thought that you could join the, you know, the red battlefield at like lower than that, but I guess it's level 50. There's another player in there, but I don't care. There's two of us. We've got the numbers advantage, so let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't do any damage. Well, that's fine. Let's get an earthquake going. Down attack. So yeah, in combat, there's different scenarios as well. Like if you hit an enemy from the back, you'll do extra back damage. If you know, there's some skills that will down an enemy, which means they fall down. Kind of like an interrupt. Think of it as an interrupt. And when you do damage when they're down, you're going to do down damage. So these are things that, you know, from the combat perspective, you can consider important as well. Rudum Elite Archer, nice. That's just the knowledge going up, because I've been killing these guys a lot over the past week. Interesting though, it's Sunday night here, and I thought this area would be more populated with other players, to be honest. But, oh, damn it, I'm kind of out of things there. It's another combat skill point. I mean, for me, XP now is moving kind of slow, because, as I said, I am now grinding in an area where their mobs, their nameplates are green for me, which means I'm not going to get the best returns, and I definitely want to move on. The problem is, for the story quests, you know, just complete them, because you do get the Blackstones. I think I'm repeating myself now. I've said that like 3 times already. The only reason why I'm doing this is to get those damn Blackstones, so I can upgrade my weapon when I get to Medaya, and start fail stacking and learning how to fail stack and do all that stuff. So by next week's stream, I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll try my best to get to level 56 by next Sunday. Knowing me, that's entirely possible. I've got no problems grinding in MMOs. Like, I don't like it, but I have the tolerance for it. Throw some heals. That didn't really do a lot of heals. I don't have that one at a high enough level, I don't think. Anyway, guys, I'll get back to you guys in chat really quick. I know it's been 10 minutes or so. So let me just get rid of one cluster here, and I'll check chat. Okay, let's take a break. Let's check in the chat. Where are we? Jay says, if you've never watched YouTube while taking a shit, you haven't lived. Just saying. This is like personal territory here, but usually when I'm taking a dump, I'll probably check my phone, but that's the, you know, I check my emails in the morning or during a dump, but that's it. I can't watch like entertaining stuff in the toilet. Like, the worst I've done is I've brought my phone in and played Spotify to sing along in the shower. That's the kind of guy I am, but I don't usually watch stuff while taking a dump. But that's just me, though. I'm sure, like I've seen people who have TVs in their bathroom or in their toilets. I know that's a thing. I know some premium hotels, that's a thing. I got nothing against stuff like that. I mean, you do what you do, and you gotta be entertained even when you're taking a dump. Okay, next part of the chat. Dan says, just watched your video review for ESO and enjoyed it. Thinking of making my next MMO since I'm looking for a new one. Wanted to sub and get your opinion on BDO. Awesome, Dan. Hey, thank you so much for watching the review and for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. And yeah, ESO was one of the first big ones that I've done because I hadn't played ESO before, and I thought, you know what, 2017, because that video is about a year old now, and I really enjoyed ESO because I was there when it first launched and it had all its problems, and everybody was, you know, giving it crap, which again it deserves. I think ESO at release wasn't great. Every bit of criticism and backlash that the game got was deserved, because if it didn't have that, we wouldn't get the game that we have today for ESO. So that's why I decided to give it a shot, and I did enjoy ESO. But that's cool. Again, the BDO review will probably come in about 2 or so weeks once I've seen and I've got my character as far or as high as possible, doing the various different things. And to a certain extent, a lot of my life skills, I'm pretty much happy with what I'm progressing with. It's just stuff like PvP that I haven't really been able to show yet, because PvP, most of it only unlocks at like level 50, right? So we're hoping to do the raid battlefield tonight, so I can give you guys a snapshot of what PvP looks like. In terms of crafting, man, take your pick. Like, what do you want to do and how much time do you have? I will say this though, for those of you guys that are watching me for the first time tonight or just joined the channel or whatever, I usually don't, I don't share my final opinions on games before the review's out, but usually on the streams, depending on, because I can't, my reactions and my emotional reactions on camera is what you see, what you get. So if I'm not enjoying a game, you'll see in my face that I'm not enjoying a game. So I don't usually, give hints or whatever about what's in my review, but stay tuned though. BDO is going to be a fun review. I can feel it, because it's been out for 4 years. I know it's only been 2 years for the other American and European versions. It's only been out for like a month in Southeast Asia. So my review, I'm at a point where some things I'll be talking about, actually most of my experiences will be for this version of the game, because that's what I played. But there will be other stuff that could be crossed over from like the other versions. Like, for example, BDO has some really borderline pay-to-win versus pay-to-convenience stuff in the Pearl shop, which is the Arcade shop. And some of the stuff that are available in Korea aren't available in North America, or not necessarily available here in Southeast Asia as well. So for me to, review that kind of stuff, it's probably not gonna, stuff like that, not gonna make it too much into my review, except for the ones that I currently have on my server. So just a bit of differences there, but in general, it's gonna be a BDO review in general, because everything else is shared across the game versions. Combat, crafting. Oh, except we don't have hunting yet, so that's one life skill that I probably will never get to try, for a while at least. Okay, so Nick's horse is, or mount's kind of under attack, so that's why he's kind of gone away for a bit. So I'm just gonna go and pull everything east, west, get them to come to me. Come on, come on. And let's meteor strike this guy. Oh man, Nick's mount kinda died. So what happens when your horse dies? If you've left it out on the road and you've parked it at somewhere again where things can happen, if they die, you will not lose the horse forever. It's just missing. You'll have to go back to, I think, the town's stable where you last checked it out of, and revive it. I think you can revive it. I don't know. I've lost the wagon. You remember last weekend stream where my wagon kind of got messed up by a bunch of bandits? All I had to do was go back to a stable and repair it and bring it out again. Ooh, We got a good haul here. Time for the blizzard. Yeah. Alright, I need about 10 more. Oh, damn it. So this marketplace registration notice, you'll notice it keeps popping up because I've registered the Blackstone as something that I want to buy. So I love having that notification to tell me when's a good... It's also a good indicator of, you know, what time of day do people usually put that stuff on the marketplace. And it's just a handy thing, you know, if you're looking for something that's scarce on your server, just set up a notification that'll tell you when it goes on. But again, it's only beneficial if you are nearby the marketplace. Or another of that damn glove. Son of a gun. That's like the... That's the second one I got. Ow. Hey. We got the Hulk over here. But speaking of the Hulk, anybody watch Black Panther yet? Oh, excellent. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so Nick's at like 72%, pretty close to 50, I suppose. Ugh. Again! What the third one? Stop giving me that. I'm running out of alts. I don't have that many alts. Okay, so I'm going to turn in first. So let me just click that. Let's see what the Black Spirit has to say. So, can you realize that you got stronger? Yes, just like that. There, tee-hee-hee. Reuse dialogue there, so nothing special. But the 5 Blackstone weapons and the 10 Blackstone armor, it's pretty good. These, if you're new and you're watching for the first time, these two items right here are very important for gear progression post level 50, because that's what you're going to need to add, you know, better stats or upgrade your weapons essentially. So that's why doing the quest from this guy, this is the Black Spirit. He's the first character you'll meet in video, and he stays with you and grows with you, and he's the one that you're gonna get all your main quest chains from. That's just explaining what, you know, summoning this black guy does. And you can summon him from wherever in the world. You can do your enchantments right here, you can do your transfusions and item reforms, and of course pick up quests. So the next quest in the chain is Many a Pickle Makes a Mickle Part 4. And this one is, you think you're strong enough? Well, you're not exactly wrong if you're only talking about Calpheon. But will you survive in Medea too? Not right now, but possible. Just follow me. Wipe out the skeletons in Hex Sanctuary. I've got something that may surprise you too. Oh, look at that. That's 15 black stones and 20 armor. That's a lot of stones. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Oh, hey. Hey, go to hell, orcs. Ooh, blackstone armor. Nice. I guess luck is something to do with it, because luck is a stat in BDO that you can increase by wearing different types of gear, or eating food, or you can get luck crystals that you can put into your weapons to +1 luck. So I'll show you what that means. So this is your information panel, right? So I've got luck to... Son of a gun. Alright, let me just clear the area before I start talking. Wow, they respawn pretty quick. Okay, let me go to the road. I guess the road's a good place to talk. Unless I get ganked. Okay, so part of your... You got your life skills down here, and then you got your enhancements. Now, attack speed is 1, casting speed is another, movement speed, critical hit, fishing, gathering, and luck. Now... If, like, again, earlier when I was talking about, like, the wizard or whatever, casting speed is important for me because most of my attacks come from casting spells and whatever, so that's why I went for casting speed. Now, luck, on the other hand, leveled is up to increase item drop rate. So I guess that kind of explains why I was getting a lot of those drops, because my luck is at 3. And of course, you know, if you're out there gathering or if you're farming or whatever, and if you can afford to lose some crystals, and what I mean by crystals is, you look at your weapon slots, I've got a slot for a crystal in there. So for example, this one's empty. So you got an empty slot right there where you can put in crystals. And some crystals, again, they give you different things. Attack speed, luck, more HP, and not just for weapons, for your armor too. So there's many ways to max out your luck level. Now, I don't know what the percentage are, like how lucky or, you know, what the RNG is going to be like if you have luck at number 5. I don't. I have it at 3. And I don't even have, like, my luck is actually coming from titles. So there's a shitboat, there's a load of titles that you can earn in game, and they come from the world, from combat, from crafting and life skills and fishing. All of these give you titles. Every 50 titles gives you 1 luck. So if you think that, oh, talking to NPCs in the game is going to be boring, oh, I don't want to do this, oh, it's just worthless getting all the knowledge, there's actually some benefits to, you know, doing things that might eventually give you a title. Again, you'll have to go and look it up online about, you know, what activities are going to give you titles. So every 50 gives you 1 luck. That's just a handy tip there. So I've got 2 there. And the 3rd luck is probably from another crystal or something else. Anyway, I'm just going to look for Nick. Alright, so I picked up the other part of the quest, right? The one that's 15 stones. That is, again, kill 500 skeletons and stuff, so... Yippee-ki-yay! Let's go look for a better spot. Because my quest is done, like, the enemies don't show up as yellow anymore. So they're all red now. Ooh, my stamina has increased. Yeah, that's what happens when you run around a lot. Sweet sassy molassy, I love that. That's great. Alright, the marketplace registration panel thing is kind of annoying me right now. Or the location that I put it in. Okay, let me just put that way back down here. And... Oh, ooh. Damn you, wizard. Okay, so I'm gonna chill here and check in the chat. Sorry, chat, I've been doing this for quite some while. Alright, we got Alliance in chat. He says, hello. Hi, Alliance. Sorry if I'm getting to your chat late, brother. Welcome to the stream. Jay says, pull all the mobs in the zone and one-shot them all. The thing is, there's a certain range before they start running back. So as a wizard, you want to... the more you play, the more you know how much further you can go or what's the stop point. Because if you start pulling... like a bunch of these guys, and you want to pull them to another group that's over here, they'll run like halfway and then they'll stop. So you got to be careful about how far your pulling range is. Obviously, I think I've got a good amount here, so let's go ahead and do some stuff. But yeah, that's just MMO Basics 101. Just pull stuff, let them come to you. If you're doing this in a group, you know, it's easier because you've got people who run faster that can go and pull, while you got the range guys at the back just, you know, pew-pewing away. Oh, I missed. Damn it. The flying dagger skill is one of my favorite stuff, you know. I didn't level up the dagger trust, but... Okay. Alrighty, Nick has reached level 50. Congratulations, Nick. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna write back to Calpheon, clear my bags, check in on chat, and then we'll queue for some PvP. We'll go do some raid battlegrounds. Let's see what that's all about. And, yeah, let's do some PvP. Okay. Alright. Nick's gotta run, though, because his mount kinda died. So I'm gonna go find my horse. So, oh damn it! Yeah, the pathing system in this game sucks. Well, you know, in other games in the past, I've bitched about it. I've honestly bitched about a pathing system being in a game, because at the very beginning, I thought it's going to be quite lazy. It just encourages players to AFK. You know, it's just one of those lazy things that you won't find Western MMOs doing. Playing BDO a lot somehow has kind of changed that mindset for me, and I use it so much. I guess, I don't know, because it's a big world and the travel time is pretty, you know, pretty long and lengthy, so most of the time you'll be doing this. But the pathing system, like if you're going to auto-run from out there in the combat zone and whatever, I find that it's more stable when you're on the road, on the main road, and you auto-path. But if you're up there on the hill somewhere and you start auto-pathing, you'll just run into shit like rocks and trees. And it's just not a... It's something they can improve. Okay, as soon as I get on my horse, I will check chat. Sorry, guys. Where's my horse? There it is. Okay, take me to the city. I'm gonna go back to Calpheon and the bank and hit the T button, and off I go. Alrighty, let's check it in chat, shall we? We got Tom in chat. Hey Tom, sorry if I'm getting to you late again. He says, Mary do me hearty, please tell me this game is worth it and you found a community for me. Well, Tom, for me, like again, like a lot of the videos on my channel, you know, I try to be as neutral as possible and try to be as informative, so that I want you guys to make up your own mind. I can only tell you guys about a certain thing of a game, and if I'm gushing about it, I'll praise it. If I think a system sucks, I'll say it sucks, and you know what it needs to do to improve. With BDO, for me personally, I mean, it's not even the review yet, but I do like it. I do enjoy it. Would I recommend it? It really depends on you, brother. Do you have the time? Do you like having the choice to, you know, do the crafting, or are you okay with combat like that, where it's about killing 1,500 mobs in 2 hours, or maybe even 5,000 mobs in 2 hours? If that's the kind of thing that you dislike about MMOs, because on the offset, on paper, that sounds grindy as hell. Let's not sugarcoat it. When people see that, if I was seeing that, having not spent over 100 hours in BDO already, and on paper you told me that's what to expect, I'd say that's grindy as shit. I don't care. I don't care for it. But, you know, having gone through the game and seeing what the other side of the game has to offer, the crafting systems, the housing, the AFK stuff, the horsing, it's just a big world. The world bosses, the summoning scrolls. I found something to like, and I got attached to the game in some ways. But as I was saying, from the pathing to the RNG marketplace, to some of the stuff in the shop, there are things that I don't like, but I would play it, and I would recommend the game if everything I said ticked, you know, checked something off your list. So hope that answers your question. Second part of your comment, Tom, is, have you found a community for you? Whew, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but the community in Black Desert Online is not good, at least in my experience. I mean, for the Southeast Asian server, I don't know about America, Europe, or South America, or Japan, or Taiwan, or Korea, Russia. Yeah, that's a lot of versions of the game. But the Southeast Asian community is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I wouldn't say it's the worst I've ever encountered in an MMO, but it's really, really bad. Like, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, because here's the weird part, right? I'm Asian. I'm Southeast Asian. But I don't play a lot of Southeast Asian MMOs. I don't even play Asian MMOs. This is gonna be my first level, highest level character in any Asian MMO. This is not my kind of game previously. So for me, dealing with the community in this part of the world, it's horrible. Like, I can't stand it. There's a lot more spamming. There's a lot more... It's cancerous. And because it's a PvP-centric game, the community, a lot of the time, is going to be centered around that kind of thing, you know? That kind of discussions, lots of name calling. If there's a gank going on, or a guild versus guild gank, there's a lot of QQing. So your mileage may vary, but there's a reason why the chat behind my webcam right now is just focused on guild. Because if I go back to the main chat, I don't want to read all this shit. This is terrible. I mean, it's handy if you're a solo player looking for, you know, people who are... Because people pug here. You've got your boss summoning scrolls that you want to pug for, and that's something you can do. But other than that, it's just garbage. server chat's absolute garbage. And again, some people don't think it is. I think it is, because that's the type of player I am. I avoid confrontation and I avoid toxic bullshit. Two things that for me don't belong in an MMO, but you'll always find in an MMO. That's just my 2 cents. Michael says, GRM, how have you found the Southeast Asian population? Has it taken off like it has in NA? Yeah, it's super populated, I will say that. They added 2 new servers this week because of the amount of worlds we have wasn't enough, and because they added the world bosses, Kazarka is just being added this week. So they added 2 more servers. So yeah, I would say population on prime time is really, really high. It's obviously not going to be as high as North America. I mean, Southeast Asia, tiny region versus the Americans. No contest. You guys have a better population over there, of course. But for Southeast Asia, I think it's decent for those that want to play in my time zone. Okay, let's move on with chat here. Nick says, I read someone's rectum fell off while playing mobile games in the can. That was so random. That was so random, Nick. We got Daniel Leung in chat. Hey, Daniel. It says, hey, what's your thoughts on BDO? Longer player here. Fun to see you play. Thank you, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. And I'm sorry that I'm getting to your message almost 30 minutes late, because I've been just grinding mobs for a long time. And, you know, I wish I could chat and play at the same time, but it's not possible. Wow, I just shared my thoughts, actually. A lot of it before I even read your comment. But in general, look. BDO is one of those games that, for me, you know, there's a spark when I play MMOs. Like, when I play something for the first time, there's a spark. Like, when the first time I played Lotro, there's a spark. Like, oh, wow, my first MMO. Wow, this is cool. Online world, Lord of the Rings, you know, my perfect character, Middle-earth and all that. And then it got stagnant for a while. And then the first time I played ESO, ooh, Spark, ooh, lockpicking, ooh, you know, you could do a whole bunch of things in ESO. Same thing with Guild Wars 2. Oh, this is great. You know, Secret World Legends, the Secret World with the whole story and everything. BDO has given me a spark. It's given me that spark. It's like, because I've never played anything like it, I'll be honest. The only like hybrid theme park versus sandbox game I've ever played was probably, the closest thing was probably Albion Online, but that is a different, it's an MMORPG, but it's not exactly you know, a game like this. This is a huge scope, large scale hybrid theme park with some sandbox in it that I never knew I would like, but I have, in terms of what I can do in here. And how much time I'm investing in it, because I usually have trash holes with my review games. Like for World of Warcraft, okay, I'll play 2 hours a day and I'll get my way to level 110. BDO, hands off the deck. I've been going some days, even on a work day, I've gone 8 hours in game. And even when I have work to do, I'll tab out, I'll work on my second monitor, like I'll be writing my articles on my second monitor, and I'll be like fishing or cooking or processing in here, and it's all progress. And you're gradually progressing your character with all your crafting stuff that you know will come in handy once you get your character to later areas where you'll get rarer mats or rough ingredients that you can grind and heat up to get better materials. And everything that you do in the early levels, they all add up by the time you hit the 50s and 50s, I should say, or 55 or whatever. Now, other parts of the game that, like I said, I'm still unsure about is the PvP aspects. Never done it. I'm 53 now, and I've been 53 for about I've been 50 plus for about 2 days plus. I've not been player killed. I've not killed anybody. In that regard, I guess I'm pretty lucky, but that is a thing. It is a PvP centric game, and it's one part of the game I have not had the opportunity to check out yet. So I'm hoping we could do some right now. But let me just move on with your chat some more. Queenum says, sorcerers don't have much AoE, it seems. I've only got like a level 12 sorcerer, Queenum, so I can't really talk about that too much. But yeah, witch and wizard seem to be like the preferred AoE until like another class comes out, which I'm not sure what class. Arlim JH's Black Panther was good. I didn't think it was great though. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people saying it's like the best Marvel movie ever. I think it's like the second one. I still think, for me, Captain America Winter Soldier, that's my favorite Marvel you know, solo movie, because of the plot twist and Hydra and how that movie tied into the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is one of my favorite TV shows. So that tying Winter Soldier just have like a special thing for me. Okay, moving down, Michael says just sell them. I think they're good money, and I believe you're talking about the these, right? Yeah, these give you about 35,000 silver or whatever. So if you have a bunch of these, and if you're already giving them to some of your alts and you got extra, just sell them off. So that's a good point. Tom says, really looking forward to this review. I want a second look for sure, but tired of trying out MMOs. I hear you, and a lot of people are like that. So I'm the guy that's gonna invest my time and my sleeping hours playing the games to share that opinion. Whether you take it or not, that's up to you, and what you do with that information is up to you. But that's why my channel exists, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to try out games and tell you what's good and what's bad. So I appreciate all of you being here. Okay, moving forward. Michael says, it is really not a lot of stones. I always upgrade my weapons to +7 and armor +5 because those upgrades are guaranteed. Yes, I mean, the rewards, what the guy, I think that's what you mean. What the rewards are giving you is not a lot, but they all add up because I'm not at a point where I'm able to buy stones off the auction house because they're not there. People are selling stones, but you'll never win the bid. You just won't. So until you're high enough to start crafting, processing, and creating your own stones, you're pretty much gonna have to go out and farm them. So yeah. And Daniel says, nah, luck is just bonus RNG. Even how much luck you have, RNG is RNG. Okay, so luck doesn't really do much then, I suppose. Daniel says, how can you all play with Shake? I mean, I guess it's annoying you guys on stream. I mean, if it is, I guess I'll turn it off. Because I'm playing the game. I enjoy that kind of shake. I don't know. Some people hate it though, so I can't understand if it's terrible. Dan says shake was cool for me for a while, but after a few hours, grinding made me motion sick. Yeah, I guess if I were to do it like for like 4 hours or 5 hours back to back, then I probably am going to turn it off or get my glasses and put it on and just try to get rid of that. So here's what I'm going to do. I guess I will turn off the camera shake. I just need to find out where. Performance. Just remind me. I think I gotta remind myself to turn that back on because I love it. But I do this for you guys. Effects. Effect. Camera. There we go. Vibration. Vibration 0. Okay, I guess that's one way for me to find out if that works. Let's just see. Oh shit, there was like another player there. Let me go somewhere empty in case someone's flagged. I don't want to hit anybody. Alright, vibration's gone. That should make it better for a lot of you guys. Hopefully. Alright, now check in on chat. Professor Kaigan says, I don't mind the shake, it builds immersion. Jay says, told you BDO was pure AIDS. Yeah, I mean, I needed time to see for myself, you know, because that's what I do. I don't make conclusions, I don't make opinions on day one. But having played the game for 3 weeks now, yeah, I would say the community is not that great. We got, oh, sorry if I get your name wrong. Dian Agung Sujatmiko says, Salam dari Indonesia, Salam dari Malaysia. Apa kabar kawan? We got an Indonesian player in chat, I suppose. Hey, what's up from your neighbor? Welcome to the stream. Professor Kaiken says, depends on Musa, you don't have huge shakes, so those could be straining, but I feel like you almost don't notice it while you're playing. Yeah, for me at least. And Tom says, and that's why I follow your channel for avoiding toxicity and and the BS and an immersion approach. Have a great stream. Thanks, Adrian. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, look forward to the review though. I mean, those of you on Patreon, again, you guys will get to see it first, and hopefully. First week of March, that's my deadline because I want to keep the reviews rolling, as I said, because once I finished a WoW review, I didn't take a week break. I straight away jumped into BDO, and I want to keep the content rolling. Professor Kagan says 100% agree. Again, thank you guys, appreciate it. Arlim J says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is great. Said that not many people share that sentiment. Yeah, but I do. And Dion Agung Sujat Miko says Zarka spawn at 10:28 to 2 o'clock. So that's basically the world boss, and he is, so it's the Serendia. Hope I'm getting that right. No. Yeah, Serendia Shrine. So he's kind of underground here. That's where he is. And the thing about world bosses in BDO is, at least for Kazarka, he spawns between, there's like gonna be a window, so it's every 8 hours or something. And once that hits, there's like a 4-hour buffer of when he'll spawn. So nobody knows the exact time, but there, you know, you can guess and estimate because there are bots and other players out there that have calculated it. I believe there's an app too that I've downloaded. It's called BDO Companion. It's on the App Store or Google Play for those of you on Android. But that app is free. I think it's made by a player or something. And that has kind of like boss timers. So basically you just go there and do it. I've done it like twice this week. And I found it really frustrating. Boss fights is, especially the world boss fights. Like the summoning ones are fine. Like in my bags, you'll see I've got a bunch of these scrolls. This is a summoning scroll. This, you can summon a boss. Some of it's for like up to 4 or 5 players, and some of them is for 3 players, but you can do them solo. These ones are fine. The world bosses though, they're a real pain in the ass because there's a lot of lag. Because especially for Kazarka. He's in a small tunnel underground thing, and you're cramming so many players in there. I think because it's definitely not a problem with my rig. I think a lot of us are gaming on decent rigs, but the servers can't really handle that much players in one area. So there is a bit of lag, and if you lag in the Kazarka fight, you're gonna die. You know, because he hits pretty hard. He's one shot at me. In fact, I have died to Kazarka. I got one shot at because my DP wasn't great, and I lost a crystal. Yeah, you do lose a crystal. It'll break whenever you die, or has a chance to break when you die. Oops, sorry about that. My phone is very near my mic there. Alright, let me just move on with chat just a little bit. Professor Kaken says, I actually could get some stones on the auction house that are less popular. Yeah, I mean, which region are you in, man? Like, the reason why I have that on my registration notice is because you could never get it. Now is prime time. It's Sunday. It's 11:39 p.m. here. And if I click that right now, let's go under enchantment and ooh, grade 2 armor reform. There's 2 left, and I got a bid on it. Let's try. Let's just try. Let's see what happens. And again, for those of you that missed the early part of the stream, I was showing you how the bidding thing works, and it's a pain in the ass. I absolutely hate it. It's RNG all the way. If the RNG Jesus is smiling on you, you'll get it. If not, you won't. It's about speed too. Like, as soon as that thing turns white, you gotta hit it real fast, and then hit the enter button. Ah, see? Failed at purchasing item. Well, to hell with you. That's gone. So as for blackstones, they're never around. High demand. So what I've been doing, as the entire point of the stream is just to show you guys, you know, for my wizard in particular, what I've been doing with them is just going through the, I guess they call it the graduation quests with the Black Spirit. He's giving you all these stones, so you'll go in and enchant your weapons and get to Medea, or Medea. So that's that. Let me just put some stuff in the bank, and we'll do some PvP. Hopefully I can get it to pop, because I need to go in about half an hour. Yeah, I can't do 6-hour streams no more, you guys. I'm too old for that. And it's really taxing. Oh shit. Okay, let's put that in there. So in total right now, I have 108 Blackstone armor. Now I've got the decision to make. Do I want to build a failed stack, or do I want to wait and get a full Grunil's armor set? For those of you that do play BDO, you know exactly what that is. A Grunil's armor, pretty popular, and you know, start working on those instead. So I still don't know what my best option is, so I guess more research is needed for me. Or if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the in the chat, or when this stream is saved to my channel, you can go there and leave a comment, and that'll be very much appreciated. What else can I put in the bank? Well, I've got these things. Let me just drag them in there. And yeah, I'll just put all these gloves and stuff. Okay, let me put on the Algerian helmet. Oh no, shit! I was supposed to equip that. That's my enchanted helmet, which I probably will need for PvP. I think. Actually, no. Whatever. You know what? I'm ready. Okay, let me just finish up chat and then we'll jump into PvP. Right? We got Menthy in chat. Hey, Menthy, what up over there on Twitch? Menthy says, "Morning, Halfle. Video's looking fun. And how was your date of Friday night?" My date. It was good, I guess. It was a fun movie. I mean, we enjoyed the show, so that was that. But yeah, video is looking fun. I mean, for me at least, I'm having fun in some areas. In other areas, not so good, as I was telling the stream about some aspect of the game that I find pretty annoying, which either could be like a Korean thing or something else. So I'll get more to that. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask. Professor Kaiken, oh wait, Dian says, enhances please. Yeah, I guess if you're telling me to enhance my weapon, I really need to. And you basically do that through this screen. For example, if you want to enhance your weapon, your armor, you'll put that in there. So I've already got +5 in this one. So if I want to make it +6, I'll just have to put in a black stone over there, and it'll tell you if you want to force enhance. Force enhance means you'll use more stones, but it's a guaranteed success. The problem with that is the item's max durability will decrease, which means that the more times you do it, if it hits 0, you can't use the item until you go and repair it. And it's not a simple, oh, NPC repair. No, that's not how it works. If you want to bring back that durability up to full bar again, you need to either use the exact same item piece, which is a bunch of Adrian helmets, because that's gonna only like repair 1 durability. So this one's got 100. So if I force enchant my way up, and I lost all my durability, I need about 100 Adrian helmets to repair my max durability. Or I can use memory fragments, which you can buy from the auction house. They go about for 500,000 silver. Pretty pricey, so a lot of people only use those on a higher end weapon like a Leverto or your Grunil or a boss drop. So people usually save that. Whereas enhancement is just a normal one. This one has a chance to fail, so that's why a lot of people will be enhancing like lower items just to get the chance. Now this chance thing here is what they basically call the fail stack, which is something I'm not well versed in. I don't understand too much about it in terms of like how many I need. So more research is required on my part in the coming week to understand that system, because I've only hit level 50 in the past 2 days. And so yeah, gearing is something I'm going to be looking forward to. So in next weekend stream, hopefully I'll be more informational. I'm sorry guys, but it's a lot of work. There's a lot of systems in BDO that absolutely requires you to do research, study, learn, watch, and trial and error. The thing is, with enhancements, your trial and error is going to be so expensive because they cost those stones, those black stones, which are hard to get, especially in the Southeast Asian server because it's new. So that's that. Ooh, alright. Kagan says NA server, Calpheon auction house. Or wait, did I read that already? And Kaken also says, I usually camp it when I need them. 70% you never get what you see, but you keep buying out and you will keep some, but it might take you 20 minutes of watching for them. Yeah. See, right now, okay, Blackstone weapon just popped up on the notice, so I'm gonna go and try and get that. There's usually a period like between that when that goes up and when you get to buy it. So Blackstone weapon. Okay, so it's not up there yet, but the registration here just told me that somebody has registered that at 11:45. What time is it now? So that's barely a minute ago. So it'll take a while before it shows up here. So you want to keep refreshing. So I'm gonna try and get this one just to show you guys how frustrating it can be. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. I got lucky, but that was for an outfit, and I was bidding at 6 a.m. in the morning for me. So in the Southeast Asian region, everybody's probably asleep. So I got lucky in that sense. Not a lot of people's on. I'm not, bidding against the entire server. But for this one, there's going to be a lot of people that are wanting to snipe this thing. So I'm just refreshing, waiting for it to pop. So this is how you tell whether it's there or not. A dash simply means nada, not there. So when it shows 1 or 2, that's when you know it's there. Come on. I wonder what the duration is. 5 minutes from posting? Or is it 15 minutes from when the registration tells you it's there? Oh, where the hell is it? Come on. Of course, there could be a chance that somebody already bought it, or just too late. Wow. Well, meanwhile, I've got other stuff listed here as well. Grunil, as usual. Okay, let's try a helmet. Grunil helmet, here we go. Bid. I'm gonna bid on a whole bunch of these. Okay, so I've put in bids for all the Grunil helmets here, which again is a very highly coveted armor set, if you will, that you want to try buying. So now that I've placed my bid, again, the bid is... Okay, here we go. Failed. Successfully! Yes, I got that one. One more. Failed. Item already sold. Sold. Failed. Sold. See? That was 7 chances that I had, and out of 7 you get lucky, but you gotta do it quick. Gotta do it so quick, and look at that. All the Grunil just is gone. But I did get 1 from that. So Etheria fishing rod is another one that I've got there because it's a pretty good fishing rod. Urea, because I'm using a Urea staff, and it's hard to get other Ureas, because remember what I was talking about? Fixing the durability whenever you enhance. So I'm looking for more Urea staff. Nobody sells it because it's so popular. Blackstone weapon, is it out yet? Nope. Probably already gone. So that's that, y'all. That's the marketplace experience. But I do have a Grunil helm right here, which I am pretty excited about because I've been trying all week to get it. I've been trying all week. I'm going for a helm and feet or boots, or helm and gloves, and the rest I'll do something else for my wizard. Let me just drop that in. And okay, time for some PvP. Okay. Alright, so I'm just checking. Sorry, excuse me, checking in with Nick, see if he's ready to rumble. Kaiken says it's probably harder to get market stuff on the weekend too. Yeah, exactly. It's Sunday night, and at least here on the Asian server, it's Sunday night. And see, I got lucky there. You know, I have to put in 7 freaking bids to try and get one slice of that Grunil pie. So can you imagine having to do that every time you want to enhance your armor? Because again, you need multiple sets, you know, to fix. All right, so we're gonna be jumping into Red Battlefield here. Calpheon 1 seems good, so I'm gonna say okay. So we're jumping into Calpheon 1 right now. Now either we could go in and be partied, or oh, we can't do it while in a party. So we're gonna disband now because we can't do it in a party. So we're gonna have to queue in for this solo. So I could either be on the same team as Nick, or we could be fighting each other. So I've never done the PvP before. I've never done any Raid Battlefield or whatever, so I don't know what this is about. I do know it's a team PvP deathmatch. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays out. So here we are. Okay. There's a guy here who's a quartermaster. What a great adventurer you are. All those who visit here are brave. If you need anything, okay, so there's kind of like infra knowledge here, so I haven't done this before, so I'm just gonna go get the knowledge. Somewhere between the Ross Sea and Margoria is an island called the Red Battlefield. Some time ago, aggressive warriors started to visit the island to fight one another. If you wish to go back, you can leave any time. However, do not look back if you wish to taste the joy of victory, which I'm sure I'm not gonna get tonight. Next one, you are under the effect of strong protection. Whatever that is. He's got a quest as well, Victory at the Red Battlefield. This looks like a repeatable, so it's a daily quest. Don't worry about it. So if you're a rookie, you can always learn and adapt. Tell me if it's blah 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 blah. Okay then, so for warm-up, why don't you go rock the battlefield? If you get a red seal and show it to me every day, I will give you an extra seal. Oh, cool. So I'm not sure what red seals do. A token you can earn after slaying enemies in the red battlefield. Collect them and get an item of your choice as a reward. I'm interested to see what the PvP rewards are. Okay, let's check out the shop, because I have a suspicion there's going to be like PvP pots. Yeah, PvP pots. Heals HP, heals MP. I'll grab some of these. Give me about 25 maybe. And I'll put that in oh shit, I used one. That's gonna be my number 5 hotkey. Okay, so I am affiliated with the Red Desert. There's a UI on my screen that you guys can see. That's Black Desert in gold, and there's Red Desert. So I'm representing the I'm representing the Red Desert. I guess that's what affiliated means. And I'm just kind of stuck in here. What do I do? Am I supposed to jump down? Wouldn't I die? What is going on here? I guess I am supposed to jump down. I think. Oh look, we got somebody in here. This is the Musang King, which is the name of the guild, I think. So I guess we're waiting for it to fill up. I guess that's what it is. I see. This is one of those things where there needs to be better information conveyed to the player about what you're supposed to do in here. The NPC doesn't tell me shit. So I'm gonna wait for this player and see what they do, because that's how you learn. You watch and you learn. So let's see what Nishoku does. Let's see if the Black Spirit has anything for me while I'm in this PvP mode. Any PvP quests, Black Spirit? Doesn't look like it. I kind of see Nick. He's down there somewhere. Like I can see him in my minimap. Oh shit, you are supposed to jump down. Well, great. Oh. That was Nick. Oh, we are on the opposite side. That's BS. So I guess we're going around killing people now. So that was what that was. You had to jump down. Oh my god. Call me a noob. I'm still gonna say it. This game needs to do a better job explaining things to you. So there's 20 minutes to go in this match. And welcome, you discovered a new area, Red Battlefield. Good. That only adds to my knowledge, I suppose. Oh, there we go. We got Nick. It's a 2-on-1 though. I'm just saying sorry, Nick, because it's just... Oh, we got another Musang King. Oh, now it's a fair fight. Boom! Blow! I mean, I'm not geared at all. But Phalag is this person, and this person's doing all the killing. So, I'm gonna go look for Nick on my own and see if I can take him on. I see him in the minimap. Hey, Nick, I'm right here, buddy. That's 1v1. Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! I got stunned there. Hey! Hey, who killed him? Oh, you. Sorry, Nick. I tried. Okay, I'll tell you what. Meet me on the east side, Nick. We'll do some 1v1s here. Sorry, on the west side. Come to the west side. We'll have a fair fight. Unless that person's following me. I'm on the west side of the red battlefield. Oh shit, there's a delay. Nick can't hear me. Ah. Really? This ranger person is really good. and she's fighting somebody who in her own guild, and Nick and I are obviously in the same guild, so I guess Red Battlefield is persistent. Like, if there's only 4 people in here, it's only gonna be like a 4 people fight. Really? If you're a new player and you're fighting against that person, it's not gonna be fun at all. It's not gonna be fun. So I'm gonna go to the west side and see if Nick, if you can hear me. Come to the north side then. Let's try and avoid the larger group. Let them fight. Let's do our own thing here. Oh no, that's. How do I check how many people's in our team? There should be a button that allows me to see what stuff is. So okay, that's an escape. Where the red battlefield used to be, it's now an escape. So yeah, it's like a 3-on-1 right now. I don't see anybody else out here except Nick. Oh, that's Nick right there. Oh, but he's gone again. Just ask him how many players on your team. Because if this is gonna be like a 3-on-1, that's bullshit. That's not fun. Because I guess you're constantly waiting for other players to pour in. So I thought it was gonna be more of an arena style match, you know, where it's gonna pull players from all the different channels and then put like a 8-on-8 or a 10-on-10. But if this is what it is, it's like a 3-on-1, like a 4-on-2, like a 5-on-1, it's bullshit. This sucks. It sucks if you're on the team that doesn't have enough players. Like the only incentive is to come out and try and test your skills against players who are gonna blow you in like one hit, or just, you know. So I guess the term I'm looking for is so imba, which is you learn it from playing Dota or what, all those MOBAs, and imba means imbalance. I mean, it's really imbalanced right now because people can leave. There should be a penalty for leaving matches like this because you just convinced your So yeah, there's like 14 minutes of this to go. So I guess I'll check in the chat while this happens. Dian Agung says PvP Buto gear score berapa? I'm not sure what Buto means, but gear score. Here's the thing, BDO, like, you'll see some of the guilds, you know, pugging around in their chat asking for, or, you know, pugging their guild. Hey, we're looking for members, but you got to have a gear score of 250 or 350. Now I don't know. I've been looking at my information panel, and I've not seen anything in here that says gear score. Unless it's calculated by adding my AP, my DP, and then any other stat like accuracy, because here are some of the stats that you do have. So AP is your attack power, and then you've got the accuracy score down there as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's really tiny. And then for DP, you've got the evasion. On top of your DP, you got evasion and damage reduction. So I don't know how to calculate your gear score. So if somebody knows and could tell me how, then that'll be great. So I've got 13 minutes to burn in this match. I haven't died yet. I don't know if you'll lose anything when you die. You're probably giving the opposition team score. I think that's what it is. So if you look at the... Damn it. Well, I can't really show it because the game is still underway. So, oh, I just saw Nick. Run, Nick! That crazy hunter lady's here. Man, I don't want to go up against that guild. Oh, there you go. I need to break out of that stun. Oh. Back attacks. Nice. I need to get my casting skill speed thing. Oh, I'm stunned. I don't have like a break out of stun skill. I need to get used to that. Man, that disappearing axe sucks. Well, I didn't get it because that phallic person just ruined the fight. We can't 1v1, Nick. Not in the right battlefield days. I mean, this is BS. Oh, okay. We got a match now. There's 2 people. So at least, I mean, there should be more players coming in here. That'll make the fight fair, I suppose. I guess we're all just kind of chasing things right now. Oh, I got interrupted. I got interrupted. Move, 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 move. Alright, now it's a better fight. I'm too far. Too far, get close. Oh. That's Nick. I need mana. I need mana. Is that guy dead? Yeah. Damn, PvP's too fast because I'm not familiar with what the other class skills are, so I'm trying to learn as you go. So I know ninjas can stun, and they attack from the back. So as soon as you know, oh, I got a kill. I got a kill. That's my kill. Yeah. So this hunter person's not gonna get all the kills. That's for sure. But I'm just piggybacking off her. So I think we got a 3-on-3. Let's go find a fight. Oh, damn you, ninja. I need to figure out where I should stand as like as a wizard and what my locations should be. Oh. Oh, it's failing again. Damn it. That must be so frustrating. Oh my god, chaos. Chaos, so much chaos. I can't even tell what I'm hitting and what I'm not hitting. Okay, not sure if that person's still alive or not. I know I'm getting focused fire, that's for sure. I mean, I do have the heals and everything. Man, that phallic person's just owning. Lots of flying around the field. I mean, I haven't even used Blizzard yet. I should probably try. And now I'm out of mana. Oh my god. There's another wizard in here. So I would really like to see the list of how many players are on each team. Because now it just seems like we got more players on our side now. Yeah, it's imbalanced. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the red battlefield or whatever. So what else is there to do? Is there open world? Okay, there's open world PvP, and then there's this red battlegrounds. I mean, if you're running in a coordinated group, could be fun. Like if you tell a guildie or you tell other guilds, hey, let's all go queue for the red battlefield. It could be something fun. But oh man. Alright, checking in on chat here. We got Shafiq in chat. Hey Shafiq, what up, man? He says, what's up? I seen your warrior already level 50 plus. Oh yeah. I mean my warrior is still 44, but my wizard is 53 at the moment. So yeah, I mean I've been playing a lot, man. I've been playing a lot. Just trying to move my Black Spirit quest further. I'm kind of like in Medaya now. Oh hey, what up? Oh, we got a... Is that another wizard? Whoa! Okay, that's gonna be my first death. Was that a wizard? Wow, his casting speed is so fast. How do I compete with that? I mean, my casting speed is... I'm at level 5. And there's something faster out there. I wonder if that's the sorcerer. If I got killed by a sorcerer or not. I don't know. See, that's my issue. I only play a warrior, a wizard, and... I have a Kunoichi. So all these other classes that I'm coming up against, I have no idea what their skills are. So it's just a matter of learning, I guess. The more you PvP. Oh hey, what up, boy? Oh man, what is that? That's another ninja. Yeah, I just pretty much melted there. So two things seems prominent. Gear matters in PvP. If you're gonna come into PvP with crappy gear, I don't think you're going to stand a chance against other players who are geared. Because looking at the red battlefield thing, there wasn't a gear score requirement. So that, I mean, that could be pretty deceiving for new players. Because you're thinking that you're going to come into this thinking it's balanced and, you know, you might get a competitive fight. Ugh, sorry. I guess you're not going to find it here. I don't know what I'm up against. You know, people with you know, Uria or like Levertos and Kazarka weapons and all those good stuff will absolutely melt you. Those with you know, Duo, Tri, Pap, and whatever else those you know, you can upgrade your weapons to. Ugh, I shudder to think like you know, what the ratio of good geared players that are doing this are versus the non-good players. In that situation, when it's a 3-on-1, it's gonna be easy as heck, you know. So this person's gonna come after me because, yeah, I'm pretty much an easy kill. Heal up, heal up. That's all I could do. I can't even move. I got stunned there. Wow. Yeah, I love the combat, but you know, when you want to get competitive and you want to try PvP with this. Ooh, it's gonna take me hours of practice. Oh, I see Nick. Oh man. Ow! I have no idea what that was. Didn't even get to see what killed me. Well, at least towards the end, we are now getting a fight. Although it's more like a gank fest. Why is this even a thing? Why the fuck would you have us jump down if we're gonna lose HP and we're gonna have to spend like a second just to heal yourself? I mean, other classes don't even have a heal skill. Why? What's with that jumping down bullshit? Just have like a ramp or something. I mean, this is so much bullshit. This is dumb. Man, I guess playing competitively as a wizard, you probably want to tag people, stay in the back and pew pew, and throw up your support stuff like your Q button is gonna be this thing. Oh, am I on cooldown? Yeah, I think I'm on cooldown. I can't use it. But there's like a damage reducing spell thing, which I kind of didn't gear for, and I'm mostly, you know, I've built my guy more for like PvE situations, like for grinding large amounts of mobs. But I guess in PvP you want to completely change that with a whole bunch of different skills. Now the problem with that is can I save different slots? Can I have different builds? I don't think so. I could be wrong though. Like, I'm on main right now, but if I can save different builds into different slots, that would make jumping into PvP way better. Because right now I'm built for PvE grinding, you know, but for like single target kind of thing, and not exactly. So I mean, I would like to have multiple. The ability to save multiple builds is probably what I'm looking for. A minute to go, and this red battlefield can end. And my pets are actually marking areas of the map where you can oh Nick, oh, what up, man? Okay, every time, you know, we want to turn it into a fair fight, we can't. Yeah, Nick says they're all following me because I'm bait. I'm bait. I'm absolutely bait. I'm like the weakest link in the PvP. They know I'm the weak link. Hashtag get good. So 30 seconds left to go. I'm gonna give the other side a free kill. Like, that guy's just camping right there. I mean, for the most part of the match, it was always an imbalanced side. We had more people for the entire of the match. This is not me bitching. This is me giving you guys an observation of what this red PvP battlefield is. This is the first time I'm doing this, and as far as first impressions go, not good. I mean, there should be a proper match, what's the word I'm looking for here? First and foremost, it should be a proper queue. Either make it 5-on-5, 8-on-8, 10-on-10. Why have this thing where people can come in and trickle in, and it could be an imbalanced fight for most of the time? Why would you want to do that? You know, I don't. That doesn't make it fun, you know? It's kind of like, so now it becomes a thing where you're just coming in here, doing it for the sake of doing it, and getting out. There's nothing competitive about this. So, if you're looking for a balanced fight, guys, not in the red battlefield. That's for sure. I mean, it's going to be the same in the open world again, you know? When you're geared and whatever, you obviously want to go and gank or jump people or whatever, so. And the quest objective is accomplished. You will soon be transported to the last location before the red battlefield. Oh! Alright, we gotta fight. Now we gotta fight. What? So that's not fair. Ninjas can basically get a head start. I'm stunned again. Wow. Dude, Ninja's OP, dude. Oh. It says I'm immune to doing damage. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. Ah. That was getting intense. Oh man. All right, so look, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta go soon. So tonight, you know, I'm level 53 on my wizard. Next weekend, I'm gonna try and talk about gear progression and upgrading using enhancements, enhancing and stones and everything And right now, for the next week, I'm just gonna finish up and all the stuff over here, and then I'm gonna make my way east into Madaya. I've already been there. Me and ggmyster, we took a boat and, you know, we sailed the seas and went there. That was pretty fun. But this is where the grind starts, you know, that long-ass grind, trying to get from 53 up to 56, the soft cap, and then going forward. And a lot of the good stuff are going to be in here, of course. South Sun's Garrison, a very popular grinding spot. Hopefully, next weekend, I can show a lot more of that stuff. Tonight, though, oh, well, the big thing is, you know, warrior-wise... sorry, wizard-wise, and I've showed you guys what the group stuff looks like. You know, you can grinding some of the quests, you know, 500 people or 500 mobs to kill and everything. Those are the kind of things that you can expect. Again, not all the time, because there's so many other types of quests in the game that you can do if you don't want to pursue any of those stuff. And yeah, towards the end of the stream, if you guys are just joining me, I jumped into a raid battlefield for the first time. You know, I really wanted, I really thought it was gonna be fun. It's not. I'm sorry, but that's the closest thing. As it's not balanced. It's horrible. And if you get into a good group, or, you know, if you guys are really competitive and you guys are good at it, then maybe it's fun for you guys. But it's not. Like, for a new player, you probably want to avoid it until you're geared enough. I think I don't even know what geared enough means here. So here's what I'm gonna do. So now the raid battlefield becomes available. So here are the rules, right? Free for anybody that's level 50 and up. Limited only the explorers with abilities below the fixed line sum of attack and defense may enter. In Red Battlefield, 2 parties will battle for 20 minutes. But there's no limit on the amount of parties on each side, which kind of sucks. Oh, we got a deal. Okay, this is gonna be good. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait. No, my mana. Well, I gotta use a mana pot for that. Oh, has it started yet? No, it hasn't started yet. How do we know if the deal's on? Nothing's happening, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna be checking in on chat here. Shafik says, just got my Liberto 2 days ago. Gonna prime for lucky, man. Holy shit. How do you get it? How do you get the Liberto, dude? That's pretty awesome. Did you buy the forgotten book things that did you get the forgotten book stuff, or no? Or was it from an event? Moving down, we got Michael again. It says, morning, evening all. Got to see the stream after all. How goes the BDO today, Adrian? BDO's going pretty awesome. I mean, I'm at a point where I'm very close to I don't know, getting to the soft cap essentially, and that's gonna be a. Oh, hang on. Are we gonna? Okay. Just gonna try and deal. So I guess we're gonna go like somewhere far, so we don't interrupt like the other people around here. So let's do it in the woods, I suppose. Woods is a good place. Ow! Hey! Hey! I see you, man. I see you. Ow! Alright, that stun thing is bullshit, man. You ninjas with the stuns and shit. I just got my mana back. I'm just trying to avoid all his movement stuff because he moves so fast. It's hard to keep up. Ugh. Ugh. I need to get out of the stuns. Move! Oh, that was close. Whoa. Okay, I know what that skill does because my other character has that skill too. Get out of there! Oh, stunned again. Move, wizard, move! Whoa! Ah! Yeah! Oh, good. That's a good interrupt. Now I'm out of mana. And I'm stunned again. How? Okay, mana's gone. I need to replenish mana. I'm not gonna do a lot of damage here. Oh, get out of sight. Not again. That doesn't really do a lot of damage from that range. That's the extent of the skills that I usually use, you know. Just that thing. But I really need to get out of melee range. Just closing the range with another ranger is probably the most dangerous thing that you can do. No, wizard, no. Wizards for 1 versus 1s are a bad idea. Absolute bad idea. For group play, they're good. But for 1v1ing, oh man, it's tough. Dude, are you using pots? Are you using pots in a duel? Well, I'm using heals too. I guess it's fair. Pretty sure I was gonna have you that time. Yeah, no. Alright, you win that deal. Oh, I can instantly revive without a penalty because it's a duel and it's not really open PvP. Because there's a difference. To duel, all you gotta do is go up to a person and you know, click that. Fair fight, that was BS. Let me level up my ninja. Having a wizard battle a quick melee character is an absolute nightmare. I was getting headaches just trying to focus on where he was moving. But yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, lost my train of thought there. But that's just one way you could deal with your friends and guildmates or whatever, just by walking up to the person and hitting that, and then clicking the duel button or whatever. The other way is there's an arena, like I think it's in the Villi city or something, where you can go there and play in an arena, and stuff like that. And lastly is of course open world PvP, where you have to hit Alt C, flag for battle, and then go fight. So let me just say, I'm gonna go, you guys. That pretty much wraps it up. Let me just catch up with chat before I go. We got Stag in chat. Hey Stag, he says from what I've heard, the huge grind comes from getting competitive PvP gear, which is probably true because even right now I'm kind of using ow, hey. I'm kind of using like basic, just, you know, normal, safe, enhanced gear. And next weekend I'll probably talk about gear a lot more. But obviously you want the best stuff, right? You want, and I can't recall all the best armor or weapons off the top of my head. But again, Leverdo drops from bosses or whatever, and then like certain bosses like Kazarka, for example, will also drop his own weapon. So those are the huge grinds. And then if on top of that, if you want to enhance that, you know, you're gonna need a lot of the materials. You're gonna need, you know, similar type, the same weapons and armor if you want to, you know, repair your max durability. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but there's definitely a grind there. There's definitely a grind for gearing up in terms of getting the stones that you need, building the fail stacks, which I'll again talk about later, I suppose, or sorry, next weekend. So yeah. Anyway, Shafik says, got the Liverdo from a guild boss drop. Nice. Guild boss. So is that like a guild daily, right? Or a guild mission daily or something like that? That's pretty cool. And Dion says, Kazarka got a weapon. Yeah, I mean, if you got it, you know, awesome, man. And Professor Kaken says, want to buy a leveling recap from the 6-hour stream. Oh, I wish, you know, the thing is, I did the vlogs for WoW because WoW, you know, it took me 2 months. That was a very long leveling stream. and WoW had a lot of zones and everything, so I needed the vlogs. But for BDO, you know, even though vlogs would make sense, it's just not a thing I want to do anymore. Maybe, I guess, but 6-hour stream. Sorry about that. But for those of you that sat through and watched the entirety of that 6-hour stream, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Oh, Celtic fan says, it's good to hear you're liking it. How did your PvP battleground go? Not good. Didn't like it. That's my opinion of the battlegrounds. Not a fan. It's not balanced. It's not fun for a new player, leveling player. You know, it took you 50 levels. Like, you can only jump into the red battlegrounds or red battlefields or whatever at level 50. So there is a minimum level to enter, and when you do, you're not gonna find any balance or whatever. So that's where that gear progression is coming to play. You know, you're gonna have to grind for better PvP gear. I mean, it's called gear. There's no PvE gear. There's no PvP gear. Most people will go for the one that's in the middle, which is, like I said, the Leverdo weapon, for example, has a plus damage to all species. That means humans, which includes human players. Whereas some of the weapons, like I'm currently using this thing called the Urea, and Urea weapons does additional damage to humans, so when you enhance that, obviously it's going to be better. So this is more of a PvP weapon, and I had that in mind because I thought, you know, moving forward I was gonna be PK'd or ganked a shit done, but it hasn't happened so far. So that's the reasoning behind that. Celtic fan says, have a good night, Adrian, stay safe, rest up. Thank you. Tom says, long live the journey. I'm looking forward to how this review comes out. Be well, me hearty. Thank you, Tom. Yep, I'm looking forward to the review as well. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be it's not going to be as long as WoW, but I don't know. Never say never, because, you know, with me, reviews change all the time. Scripts change all the time. Manthi says, have a good night, Haffle. Thank you, Manthi. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. And Steg says, enjoy your stream as always, Adrian. Take care. Thank you, guys. Everybody that jumped into the stream tonight on chat, hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Look, the journey is getting interesting now. I'm level 53. Level 56 is the soft cap in terms of levels for BDO. And then, you know, onwards to 60, it's going to be super slow. So I'm going to see and do a lot more and, you know, check out what's up. And I'll probably update you guys on my social media. And, of course, those of you on Patreon, I will post more there about the leveling journey. But there's something else I need to say as well. Well, it is tomorrow. Today is the 2nd anniversary of my YouTube channel. So I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and pretty great. Done a lot of things, met a lot of people, all you lovely folks. And I just want to say real quick, thank you so much for being a part of my channel, Jeremy Adrian, and for, you know, enjoying and sharing the MMO journey with me. That's really, really special. So this week, like last week, I said I was going to bring videos back, but I got busy with Chinese New Year and, of course, play video. This week, there's going to be some videos, and one of them is going to be special. It's about the anniversary as well of me being on YouTube for 2 years, and I'll share some fun stuff. So, as ever, if you guys are new or watching for the first time, whatever, hey, feel free to like the stream if you liked it, downvote it if you disliked it. Sorry to disappoint, I suppose. And for more MMO content, you know, reviews and discussions and live streams, which I usually do. For those of you on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button. For those of you on Twitch, you can hit the follow button. And I will see you guys really soon. So, once again, Jeremy Adrian here. And I thank you for watching. Have a good night, those of you in Asia. And for the rest of you, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys soon. Later, all.